Good morning, Kitten Brigade. Insane Kitten here. Good morning, a Panda Minimum, and good morning, I'm Not the Legend. You guys are here bright and early. Okay, fine, it's not like super early, but you know. It's like early for me. I'm not a morning person. I truly am not. Okay. I'm gonna pause you. Where are you, Chaos Child? There you are. Well, it's late on my end. This is true. This is very true. Like, what time is it exactly? Very late. Where is this game? Did I? No, it's right there. Okay. Just for some reason it's hidden in the taskbar. And I need to unmute it. I'm all sorts of on the ball today. It's my birthday morning. I've become more adult than ever. How old are you? And have a very happy birthday today, man. That's very cool. What any big plans for today? Big fat plans other than watching this scuffed stream of mine? Gonna play some more weeaboo murder mystery here. Oh, where was I? Is this gonna be the recent one or no? When did I last play this? Okay, this one? There are more pages? Oh no. How do I get to the other pages? Oh, here. Okay, okay. I figured it out. Alright, this looks to be the most recent one. You're 19 and sizes professional tier stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what? For some reason, I thought you were much older. I should have figured that you were younger because you sounded really young. For some reason, I thought you were like more in your like mid-20s, late 20s even. Why was I under that impression? Dang, man. So wait, does this mean that you're just freshly out of high school then? Everyone always thinks I am. For some reason I got some bit of information from you that made me think like you were older, but thinking back on it now, it's like, wait a minute, you know. I don't know why I thought that. Well, happy birthday on your 19th year on this planet. I hope you have a good one today. Supposedly I act older than I am? I don't know, you play things like that game that shall never be ever named, and yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. 12:30 a.m. Oh, okay, that's super late. Alright, we started a new chapter. Trustworthiness investigation company frees you. Oh, we got a new character. New character unlock. Dude, if you were forced to play it, you were forced to play it on multiple occasions. I saw you playing it in Discord on multiple. Not just once, not just twice. Okay, maybe it was twice. But I'm gonna consider that multiple offenses, alright? I'm giving you a pass here, but you know, one more time. Just kidding. Oh, it's the girl who does the radio show for the series. It was twice, and the second time I only accepted because it was no. So they tricked you. They tricked you. They're like, oh, come play Uno with us. Except you gotta do it in this platform. You can play Uno without that platform. You know it. Konosato gave her usual sign-off and ended the broadcast. She stretched expansively, her shoulders cracking as the stretch passed through her entire body. She knew that acting like a proper lady was a way to get listeners for these guerrilla radio broadcasts, but it still felt like she was taking things too far. After almost 100 times, she was used to it, but she never finished a broadcast without feeling exhausted.
Nanda.
Yeah.
お疲れ様みおちゃん。コーヒーは？
Yeah, I do normally have, or normally, but they didn't because they're lame. Damn lame people. I see.
もらいます。
Shinjo watched, stunned, as Mio leaned back in her chair, crossed her legs, and accepted a coffee from Momose.
昼間の有村といい、最近の若い女の子はどうなってるんだ?
Damn these young girls. She sure didn't look like a girl who'd been speaking into a computer microphone with a pleasant voice just a moment ago. Maybe that's me. He knew this was what they was really like, but...
Huh?
Oh, she's like all crass now? Her eyes met with his.
その、何をしていたんだ? 今のは。
情報の発信だ。他に何がある?
Oh, I see. So she's not like very ladylike. I see how it is.
Huh?
I don't know. That made no sense. Broadcasting information?
まあ、新庄ちゃんがわからないのも無理はないけどね。
Momose glanced over at Kunosato.
みおちゃんはうちの大切な情報屋なの。本業は研究者だけど。
はあ? その年でですか?
そう。アメリカの研究所に飛び級で招かれた天才。
私は秀才型です。天才ってやつはこんなもんじゃない。
それ、よく電話で話してるあなたがお世話になった子のこと?
Kunosato nodded and started to massage her tired shoulders. Blah. Can't read. He had no idea. He thought she was pretty grown up for a 17-year-old, but...
何の研究を?
私のプロフィールが事件と関係あるのか?
いや、そうじゃないが。
ここよ。
Awkward small talk. Momose pointed at Shinjo's head.
頭?
脳みそ。
Quantum brain dynamics.
特別研究。
Wait, I have to look this up. What is this? Wait, how do you bring up info? System menu. Oh, one, okay. Oh, no. Back one. There we go. Tips list. The name given to a scientific field that attempts to explain brain activity, particularly human consciousness, from a quantum mechanical perspective. I have never heard of this. Quantum brain dynamics. Is that a real thing? No. No. I always hit escape and it always wants to do that. It's backspace.
なぜ碧峰学園に?
渋谷にある碧峰はいろいろとカオスチャイルド症候群を研究するのにちょうどいいからよ。ね。
本題に入りませんか?
Thanks so much for the lurk, Frisky Carrot. Really appreciate it. How you doing? Well, I guess if you're lurking, so that's cool. Okay. Without waiting for Shinjo or Momose to agree, she continued.
有村は力士シールについて何か言っていたか?
俺にはタメ口なんだよな。
He sighed to himself.
おい。
いや、何を気にしているか知らないが、気味悪がっていただけだ。
Hey, girls aren't always rainbows and sunshines, okay? I guess I'm alright, but need an active distraction, so I need to look for a game to play. Don't you have like a library with like a bajillion games? A bajillion.
あ、何をそんなに気にしている? そういえば、さっきもシールについて何か言っていたな。
None of them are good enough! Why not pick a random game from your list of codes and just try it? He thought back to how different Kunosoto's voice was when she was on the radio.
あれは何をしていたんだ？
だから情報の発信だと言っただろ。
ちゃんと説明してあげたら？これから新庄ちゃんとは解決まで協力することになるんだし。
Cause that would be a random giveaway gun. Dude, you have like a couple hundred games. I think you can spare it. You probably would never be able to give away that many games unless you gave away unless you gave them away at a more frequent distribution, which I don't think you do. Kunosato didn't bother to hide her displeasure at Momose's interruption.
Give and take でしょ?
And doing a lot in bundles? I see.
もらえるものがあればいいんですがね。
Well, then I have no other suggestion or go buy something off your wish list. I don't know. That was enough to piss Shinjo off.
お前な、少しは年長者に対する敬意を。
今年発表された主要メディアの利用率を知っているか？
は？
ネットの利用者は全体で7割、10代では8割、
That sounds
20
about
代、
right.
30代では9割が利用していて、いずれもテレビよりも利用率が高い。都市部に限定すればもっと上がる。10代、20代で新聞を日常的に利用しているやつは1割もいない。
That's so
去年
true.
も一昨年もそう変わらん。中学生へのスマホの普及率は半分以上。高校生以上になると9割5分。スマホを持っていることはネットを利用していることと同義だ。
Like the low quality games I have in the bundles of 3, so I'm just like, here, these are really bad, but there's 3 of them. You don't get just 1, not 2, but 3 whole crappy games. Awesome times.
何の話だ？
普段手に入れる情報をネットだけに依存している人間がどれだけいると思う？
Konosato suddenly stood up and brought over the mobile PC she'd been using to stream. She opened something on the screen for Shinjo to see. It was the homepage of a major newspaper dated yesterday. There was an article about a Shibuya resident suing Koshin for invasion of privacy.
これは私が起こした。
I try to have at least 1 decent game in each bundle of 2 other bad ones though. But if you don't really know the games, you could possibly be bundling like 3 awfully horrible games together.
Huh?
監視社会の問題を考える団体の一人がツイポの中毒者でな。同様の思想を持つアカウントとホームページを別々の人間としてでっち上げ、過去にあった効果的な判例に誘導し、複数人からあなたは被害者だと言われているように思わせた。踏ん切りがつかなかったようだから、週末に更新側が取った無礼な態度を録音させ、それをネタに炎上させた。その結果が。
This is why you don't trust the internets. Was this, she said as she tapped the PC.
まさか。
ネットに依存しているやつが一番食いつく情報は、自分にとって都合がいいネット以外のメディアの情報だ。
I looked them up and they're bad. Trust me. Oh, I don't need to trust you. I know most of them are probably bad.
かけてもいいが、こいつは提訴に関して
If you're getting a bunch of them
私が
from
紹
like
介した
a
書籍以外は
Humble
一行も読ん
bundle.
でないぞ。
Not that I've ever seen his face, Konosato continued. The way she spoke alone was enough to make Shinjo believe she was telling the truth.
なんでそんなことを？
百瀬さんから更新がきな臭いことは聞いているだろう。私も同じ考えだ。なるべくイメージを落としておきたい。そして
She's trying to like slander them. Humble bundle games aren't that bad. No, they're not. Like a good portion of the games in the bundle are decent enough.
私が今欲しいのは力士シールに関する情報だ。
Though, like other websites I've come across that sell like bundles, some of those bundles are pretty bad. The screen was indeed showing a picture of the sumo sticker, and then
碧峰学園新聞部
Shinjo's gaze landed on a phrase in the video's introduction. Wasn't that where those kids who snuck into the Love Hotel went?
首を突っ込むなと注意しておいたのに。
His tone was irritated as he remembered the faces of the boy and the girl. Konosato, however, seemed to find it rather entertaining.
なかなかに気のつく連中だ。利用できるときに利用しておく。
Green Man Gaming and G2A's bundles are bad. Yeah, I think I bought like one Green Man Gaming like surprise bundle and I was like, eh. That was very meh.
今から。そうだな。12時間もすれば、この動画に力士シールに関しての情報が殺到する。
Which is why I'm not gonna do any more mystery bundles, really. Unless it's like super dirt cheap, but even then it's like, I'm just paying for something I probably will never pay or play again. Or I'm paying for something that I'll probably never ever like even play.
え？
さっきの放送での情報発信は、そのための仕込みの一つだ。
After what she just told him about her dealings with Koshin, he couldn't help but believe her.
ん？何しんちょちゃん？
いえ。
He realized that he must have been looking at Momose for an answer. Just who was this girl?
あ、ダメよしんちょちゃん。みおちゃんに手出したら。
何言ってるんですか？
He felt his cheeks turn red at this entirely unexpected response.
違います。これは図星とかではなく。
I got some good things from the mystery ones from G2A and Green Man, but most of them are just trash that gets repeated. Yeah, it's just like padding for those bundles.
わかってるわよ。まだまだね。
有村は他に同類を見つけていないんだな。
I don't know. These days, I just don't like paying for things that like I don't really need. So I'm just super frugal when it comes to games and everything else in my life. So Konosato interrupted.
ああ、そう言っていた。
であれば、次に狙われる可能性があると分かっているのは有村だけになる。
The G2A
何の目的かは知らない
cases?
が、おそらく10月10日に。
They have cases that they sell? Are these bundles? Are the worst though? Sorry, I'm rereading what she's just saying. Okay.
ああ。
October 10th. The date of the vampire incident 6 years ago.
いざとなったらおとりに使ってしまえばいい。狙われるかどうかは分からんがな。
そんなことできるわけないだろう。
Shinjo slammed his fist down on the desk and glared at Kunosato. That was going too far, even for him. But instead of getting scared, Kunosato glared back at him with an expression he'd never seen before. Her face was cold and dangerous like the blade of a knife. She looked more like one of the people he'd arrested than anyone he'd saved.
お前は事件の解決に協力してくれるんだろう。言っておくが、いざという時の指示には従ってもらうぞ。
Ooh, bossy.
こちらも言っておくがな。
Kunosato put her hands on the desk and drew closer to him.
私がまず殺したいのは今回の事件の犯人で。
They have cases. You pay a certain price, you can get a chance to get a game out of a list. The ones I saw are like £20 for mainly games you can get for the £10 to £15 range, some below that, and then one or two that are a little more expensive. Ah, okay. That's like a marginal savings. Yeah. That doesn't get me excited enough to buy into those.
その次は有村をはじめとするそいつらだ。
But that's just me.
めんどくさいな。
Yeah, a little safe, possibly for a random game. Yeah, I would much rather just like wishlist it and wait around for a very specific sale for it. Hello, Mr. Bombastic Man. Hi. Hi. You said hi twice, so I said hi twice back. Hi. Let's all say hi. Hi, hi. Hee hee. Hi to Nightbot and then hi to you. Oh, okay. You didn't actually say hi Nightbot, like you didn't at him, so I wasn't sure if that was truly the case. Because I mean, Nightbot deserves to be added to as well. Ito whispered as he turned the camera around the room, and I wholeheartedly agreed. We were in our classroom after school. The Culture Festival was just 3 days away, and from this afternoon to the day of the event, classes were cancelled to allow more time for the preparations. I kind of wish that they did stuff like this in like North American high schools. you big ugly. That's so mean. That's so mean. How could you say that about Nightbot? I mean, he's pretty stupid. But you know, it's Nightbot. The rest of the class must have been getting excited because they were making even more noise than usual as they started moving around the desks and furniture. Since this marked the start of real preparations for the Culture Festival, the newspaper club needed to go around and take more footage of the rest of the school. We'd been on our feet all afternoon. There are alarms still going off. Earlier in the morning when I was telling you guys it was going off like almost like every 5 minutes for like a couple minutes. It was really annoying because it was almost more like consistent, but now it's just like it's slowed down a little bit, so I don't know what's going on with that. Because at first it seemed like nobody was responding to their own alarm, like it just kept going off like every 5 minutes. Yeah, I woke up to like someone's like house or car alarm going off, and it would like continue, it would drone on for like 5 minutes at a time, stop, and then maybe pop back on like 5 minutes later. So it's just like going on and off, and that had been going on for like an hour or something. It was really annoying, and it's really really loud. I'm sure like my whole block was just like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, I didn't have time for this right now. Who has time for anything?
鬱陶しいな。
Was it a Tesla? I have no clue. I didn't bother like trying to like go outside and locate the source of this noise. We did however try and call our like local police line to try and report it, but my husband was like, they're not picking up. So I don't know if they were just like, maybe, I don't know, maybe a lot of people were reporting it or something. Who knows?
だな。
Ito whispered as he saw the group glancing at us from a corner of the classroom. The police was starting the alarm. Damn police.
つうか何？ニコニヤにアップなんかしてんの？あいつら。
Well, I mean, normally if you have an alarm system that's set up by like a bigger company, that's usually going to alert the authorities, right? And so usually they'd have someone come within like, I don't know how long it takes for them to respond, but I don't think it takes them an hour to respond to something like this, right? And usually the alarm system would probably deactivate the alarm after a certain point, right? Yeah, it's really fast to respond, but like an hour seems kind of ridiculous. So it makes me think it's probably like some rigged up home system that, you know, the homeowner is not checking their notifications. When my alarm goes off, cops come in less than 5 minutes. Yeah. So it makes me think that this alarm system is probably some home-based like online crap that they set up, and they're not responding to it or something. I don't know. So that's why I was like, we should probably call that in and report like a noise violation or something, because these people don't realize their alarm's going off and they're not turning it off. So, you know, Maybe they're on vacation or something.
パクるとかどんだけだよ。
クリじゃない。
Oh, so they uploaded this video to whatever, reporting on the stickers, and then that girl did the radio broadcast, and now people are thinking that they ripped off the radio broadcast. Even though I called saying it's a false alarm, it's already too late. They dispatched the order. Lol. That kind of feels bad, man. Turns out you accidentally broke into a house and tried to call it in. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Damn those wrong-siders. Didn't they look at the timestamp? Freaking wrong-siders.
てか、みんな思った以上にニコニヤ見てんだな。
ニコニヤ。
うちのクラスの出し物、ゲロカエルン喫茶だろ。ん？ああ。
Maybe there was just a guy outside with a really good alarm impression. I mean, I can't discount that.
ゲロカエルンの再ブームの火付けになった動画、例の記者の渡部が特集したのがきっかけなんだよ。
So a lot of them knew who Watabe was.
それでかよ。
Ito sighed again. He was probably getting sick of the glances and whispers he'd been getting since lunchtime. So was I. Yeah.
宮代。なんですか？
The look on Kawahara's face said, I have better things to do than waste time with you right now.
文化祭の記録映像、どのくらい進んでる？
Phew, so that's all he wanted to talk about?
ですねえ。その
Baby, they are old and can't hear the high tone frequency. That's not a high tone frequency. That's an alarm designed for like everybody to hear. How was I supposed to answer that? We were just recording videos, so there really was no point when it was finished. And please, stop looking at me like that. And plus, like, those high-tone frequencies, I probably wouldn't have heard it, like, if they were using stuff like that. I'm at that age, you know? Yeah, this guy, look at his disgusted face. He's so disgusted. Please stop looking at me like that.
なんだよ。どのくらいだ？いや、その
This character that we're playing is super awkward. He does not deal with like wrong-siders very well. Or new people anyways.
文化祭の閉会式の時、バックに流したらいい演出になるんじゃないかっていう案が出た。できそうか？
Ito put his hand on my shoulder.
大丈夫だよな。おお、多分だと。じゃあ、細かい打ち合わせは明日するから。
Huh?
ちょっと待ってください。
I found myself speaking to Kawahara as he turned to leave. I don't have time for...
なんだ?
No,
なんでもないです。
He clicked his tongue. Kawahara looked irritated that I'd stopped him.
行こう、クルス。クルス?
Oops. Backlog. I skipped that one. Kurusu seemed to be thinking about something. It wasn't clear if she'd heard him or not. Okay. Then she suddenly looked at me.
Takuru.
なんだよ。
For once, Kurusu seemed uncertain about what to say. Come to think of it, this was the first time I'd talked to her since the incident with Arimura.
ちょっと来て。
Surprisingly, I was able to read that all. Ha 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 ha. Well, I wasn't looking down at that area when I accidentally clicked the button. But yeah, normally I could read it, like, fairly quickly. She dragged me out to the corner of an empty hallway. I shook her hand off my arm.
何? どうしたんだよ?
Kurusu cradled the hand I'd shaken off protectively.
あれから有村さんと会った。
あれからって、生徒会室で会ってからってこと?
She nodded.
会ってないよ。
That wasn't a lie. I hadn't spoken to her directly after all.
そう。
What?
有村さんがどうかしたのか。
Kurusu remained silent, her lips pressed into a thin line. And then?
事件の動画アップしたでしょ。すぐに削除しなさい。
Had she been checking our page?
事件を追うのもやめなさい。ラブホテルの一件で懲りたでしょ。
That love hotel.
確かに警察には連れて行かれたけど、別に。
取り返しのつかないことになる可能性だってあるの。
There was something different about the way she talked. Her whole personality was different than usual. It wasn't as forceful. She was lecturing me, but instead of looking at me in the eye, she was cradling her arm. It was as if she was speaking to herself, not to me. For the first time since I'd left the orphanage, I thought I might be able to win an argument with her.
危ないことはしてない。新しくアップした動画だって普通の取材の範囲だったろ。今あの動画はいろいろあって注目されてる。僕はそれに書き込むことしかできない他の連中とは違う。
またそんなことを。子供じゃないんだから。
部室に行く。教室に戻るんなら伊藤に先に行ってるって伝えておいて。
I turned around without waiting for her answer. When I'd gotten a good distance away, she said,
タクル、あなたも他の人と違わない。ただの高校生でしょ。
Her voice wasn't as strong as usual, but there was no trace of anything like kindness in it either. I didn't stop walking. A minute later, Ito ran up to me and we walked to the club room together. Ito asked me if something had happened, but I told him that wasn't the case.
あ、やっと来た。二人とも遅いよ。
悪い。どうなってる？
さっきもう10万超えちゃったよ。コメントは5000超え。
Huh?
マジで？
Ito raced over to the PC that Sadaka was looking at.
マジじゃねえか。おい、見えしろ。
落ち着けよ。10万くらいどうってことないじゃないか。
震えてんじゃねえか。
Shut up.
本当だ。超えてる。
Yesterday, the video had only 5 views, and now it had over 100,000. Actually, it was getting close to 110,000.
マジでか。
The case was obvious. It was a Nikonia news video that had been updated this morning.
渡部の記事のコメントは。
さっき見た感じじゃ炎上してる雰囲気だったけど。
Flame war. Sadaka opened the page.
やっぱり今もだね。
One out of every 3 or 4 comments on the article was criticizing it. I took a quick look at them.
気取り屋がほとんどだな。ツイートと連動してるから、ろくに中身を確かめずに書き込んでる連中が湧いてる。
Fakers. I gotta see what fakers mean in this case. Fakers. A word invented by Miyashiro. It refers to someone who brags about knowing information easily available with a simple internet search, who writes comments with inaccurate information and pretends to be a right-sider. In Miyashiro's mind, their words are no different than meaningless scribblings, and he considers all fakers to be wrong-siders. After Shibuya News had linked to it, the news had gone up to almost 10,000 overnight. That in itself was a big deal. It was getting views faster than any video in club's history. But this was to be expected. Kei had a lot of followers. After the broadcast had ended around midnight, Ito, Sadaka, and I had gotten excited and quickly got in touch on our smartphones. We'd stayed up until close to dawn watching the number go up. But just before noon, it had really started to climb. Just as we decided to see where these new viewers were coming from, we noticed a comment on the video saying, "I came from Watabe's article." This was the article they were referring to. Nikonia's web reporter, Watabe, had figured out that sumo stickers were being placed near the crime scenes, and he had a never-before-seen photo of the room at the Love Hotel from the revolving dead incident, and in that photo...
僕の方が先に気づいていたのに。
Watabe had realized that the photo contained a sumo sticker and that the other crime scenes had sumo stickers nearby as well. He'd written up his findings in an article and published it. And as a result, people had come over to our video that discussed the same topic. I like how extra they are on the website that they added ads. Just miso makes it easy to eat. Snap it in half and enjoy the delicious crab. Buy here. It kind of looks like an Amazon ad too. Sponsored by Waltz with Crabs Incorporated.
10万って新記録だろ。副部長の渋谷復興動画の5万が今までの最高記録だもんな。
Yeah, that's true, but
素直にこの記事のインパクトってわけじゃないだろう。どっちかっていうと渡部がパクったって騒いでる奴らが多いってだけで。
バカ、それでも10万は10万だろう。しかもこの短時間にコメント。
まあそうだけどさ。
still, it was hard for me to be happy. The reason we were getting so many views and comments was that the contents of Watabe's article were so similar to ours. Not many viewers seemed to think that we were amateurs who just happened to put something together similar to Nikoneo News. A lot of people were enjoying the scandal of Watabe, the up-and-coming reporter, plagiarizing an amateur video. It was true that we'd uploaded our video before Watabe. That was obvious from the timestamps. Well, some of our classmates seemed to think that we had ripped off Watabe though.
まるっきり炎上マーケティングみたいだ。
Flame war marketing. What is this? Tips list. A marketing strategy that involves starting a flame war to increase sales or awareness of a product. A flame war is a large-scale internet argument that can become extremely heated. Sorry for leaving for a few minutes. Auditioned for a role. Oh, that's cool. What kind of role were you auditioning for? There we go.
この渡部の記事がだよ。渡部が本当に記事をパクったかどうかはわからないけど。
Oh, just a narration for a manga or rather an anime? Are you serious? you could be in an anime? They said it was a manga though. Oh, they might do I think some companies do like kind of like a readings of mangas, so it's almost like watching an anime except you're just looking at manga pages with like the dialogue being read out. I've never really seen one of these, but I think it's done like that too. It's not a company, it's an amateur project. Okay, I gotcha.
いや、それはないだろう。素人のやつをパクった炎上を利用するってネットの記者とはいえありえないだろう。
That could be interesting. Well, maybe.
それに炎上なんかで騒ぎを集めなくても渡部は十分知名度あるだろう。スクープ連発してんだから。
I thought you knew I was doing stuff like this. No, I've seen on your Twitch page that you set up like I think a Fiverr account where you're offering like to do like narration and stuff, but I didn't know you were actively applying to projects or jobs. Yeah, it's not Fiverr, it's Casting Call Club. Oh, okay. I don't know, I saw something on your page, on your Twitch page, where you were actively advertising for narration jobs. So I didn't know that you were actually actively applying for stuff too as well. Mostly non-paid. Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to get started, right? If you can't land the paying jobs. But that sounds cool. Well, I hope that you land some good ones then. Had that resume of yours.
しかも俺らの動画アップしたの一昨日だろ。再生数もほとんどなかったし、渋谷ニュースで再生数伸びたって言っても今朝の話だ。
You've been in 6 so far? That's kind of cool.
この記事なんて明らかにそこから用意したものじゃねえだろ。
That's true too, but something still bothered me. There were several conditions that had to be met for a flame war to really take off. Two of the biggest were that a famous person had to be the target, and that the mainstream media had to get involved. Just having our video picked up with Shibuya News was a first for us. What were the odds that the perfect fodder for an epic flame war would get posted at the exact same time?
考えたって仕方ないだろ。
Ito said as he watched me mumble to myself.
せっかくなんだ。見てくれた人のコメントから情報を漁ろうぜ。 ほら力士シールのこと書き込んでくれてるやつもいる。おい宮代、チャンスなんだろ。
Ito seemed unable to contain his excitement, actually.
やけに元気だなお前。
は？そうか？
しんちゃんが前に作った動画100いかなかったもんね。
I've completed 2, still waiting for lines for 4 of them and still auditioning for more. Maybe I shouldn't though, because once the other ones start sending lines, I might be fucked. You could just, I suppose, scale back on your streaming time just to make time for these sorts of auditioning jobs, or whatever you want to call them, jobs. Because at least these are jobs that you can put on your resume. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I haven't been streaming at all recently because I've been feeling shite. That's okay. I mean, sometimes we need a break, you know? And I understand that, like, I think Freya has been kind of busy, so until she's not so busy.
別にそれは関係ねえよ。
I can sort of understand, like, when, you know, the person that you rely on having in your streams isn't really around. I can understand that when you're not feeling super motivated because of that. Was that why?
見るなよ。ほら、文化祭の映像撮んのに時間取られたんだから、とっととやるぞ。和樹。
Oh, okay. We've got a positive, negative here. So what do you guys want to do? Positive, negative. Vote. Put in your votes before we continue. No, she hasn't been busy. She stopped being busy a while ago. We've just been having some issues that it has, I think, has been cleared up now. So I think we're good. Okay. Positive. Wait. Are you sure? She has a snake in her mouth? Oh, no. It's a squid. It's a it's a piece of dried squid. It's a dried squid snack. Okay, positive. Positive. A squid? Negative. I'm sorry. I hit positive. Too late. Kazuki looked up from her game. She'd been totally ignoring all of this.
渡部の記事の画像、適当にプリ。
We have to kill her then. Ito took them and stood in front of the board. He started to put them up. His face was still red. He glared at the images as he looked for a spot to put them.
ほら、早く動画を確認しろよ。
Well, whatever. If he thinks he's fooling me like that, then I'll let him think that. Trigger on. Okay, so here's the positive delusion. I still felt sick.
サムネイルは飛ばしてくれ。
オッケー。私もやだもん。
She skipped past the image of the sumo sticker and started to scroll through just the comments. There was a lot of different types of comments. Some were claiming that Watabe had ripped us off. Some of them were saying all kinds of horrible things about us. Very few of them were discussing the actual video. These weren't the comments I wasn't interested in.
あ、メール来た。
メール？
That was the sound of the PC made when it got an incoming mail. The email address it used was for the newspaper club. Ito and I had a joint account we used to upload videos onto Nico Neo, and the email address was written on our profile page. Normal users never bothered to check out our profile page, so we almost never got any email. The rest of the comments were burst. Pretty much, probably. Sedeka opened the email program on the computer. There was a single new email.
メールより動画だろう。
Hello, Florin. I'm good. How are you? Super insane kittens. super
このタイミン
Florin.
グだし、タレコミ情報かもしれない。
タレコミって何の？
そりゃだから動画に関連した何かの。
Ito seemed unsatisfied, but it would only take a minute to check out the email. I asked Sedeka to open it.
これって。
なんだよ。
読むね。こんにちは。渋谷ニューズの管理人、ケイです。
Why is she reading it so slow? I am pretty good. Not much. Just finished my dinner. That's good.
Kei!
What was for dinner? Kay had gotten in touch with us. Yes, now I'm excited.
あなたの作成した動画とても興味深くて昨日の私の番組で取り上げさせてもらいました。よければ連絡先を交換しませんか？素晴らしい発見をしたあなたとぜひお近づきになりたいの。
This is the positive delusion.
今度直接会ってお話をさせてください。
Get to know me better? Meet me in person? I gulped. Kay had recognized our work. There could be no greater honor.
本物なのか？ケイさんを語って連絡してくる意味がない。
And the address matched the one used by Shibuya News.
まだ続きあるよ。私の自撮り画像を添
Oh my
付します。
god.
あなたの写真を
Yeah,
返
this
信
is
してくれると嬉しいです。
自撮り画像？
Kay had never put a picture of her face up on Shibuya News. Her broadcast was always voice only. Of course, I'd heard her voice, but I'd never seen her face. In my mind, I picture her as a highly intelligent girl. She could be ugly, but she'd sent a picture of her face.
ウイルスが仕込まれてるんじゃ。
Why was Ito so suspicious of everything? Kay wanted to get in touch with us. Would it kill you to be a little more excited?
ケイさんはそんなことしないだろ。
I would believe in Kay. I wanted to believe.
お前、渋谷ニュースの信者だもんな。好きにしろ。
He's totally like
信者じゃないけど、ファンなのは確かだ。
fanboying.
尾上、添付ファイルを開いてみてくれ。
It's a virus. She's stealing our info.
OK。
It's a Trojan horse. This was my chance to see Kay. I couldn't wait. I felt like I was meeting my future bride. What? Some chicken with some potatoes and sauce? Wait. Sauce? Do you mean sauce? Way over the head. She's gonna be like 13. Maybe. Actually, she was 17, so I mean, 4-year difference. Seneca moved the mouse and opened the attached file. And what appeared was... Wait for it. Oh, it's actually a decent picture. Wow. What's with the reactions here?
エロいな。
Sexy? So sus. I thought something to you as... What is he doing? I am on phone. Okay. I don't know. What do you mean? What is he doing? Here's my Oh, that's a girl. That's a girl. That's her photo. Here's my triangle chin. I mean, most anime characters have triangle chins. that angular chin. And that's it. No.
ケイさんはそんな軽薄な人間じゃないし。
Breathes heavily at her picture. Yeah, pretty much.
おい、宮代。何ブツブツ言ってるんだ？
え？
Ito and Seneca were looking at each of the comments on the photo, or on the video. Seneca flipped past any points where the sumo sticker appeared and just scrolled through the comments. Oops. Now wasn't the time to get weird ideas. So, you know the positive and negative that you're voting on? Those are just delusions. So they just show you kind of like a tangent of his thoughts of what's happening in that situation. My waifu has a chin, so hot. And I'm playing at the same time Fatal Frame. Oh, nice. It's a good game. Good game. Good spoopy game.
渡部パクってんじゃねえよ。こっちの方が本当に早いの。マスゴミ被害者はこちらです。
そこら辺の議論はどうでもいいな。シールで検索かけてくれ。
OK。
Florin, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it.
ろくな情報がないな。
One guy was calling it the fatso sticker. Another was saying sumo sticker is my waifu. What? Okay. Seneca must have been getting annoyed with it too because she started to use her free hand to play with her ghetto froggy strap. But a moment later, her hand froze.
あ、これは？
歴史シールの作者なんて
I like this sound from Undertale, yeah.
超着オツ。ね。
It's a cute little notification sound. You're the wrong side of moron. Sure, there was a theory on the internet that an artist named Kalex was behind the stickers, but no one had ever found any proof. They'd probably just read the title or the first few lines of an article somewhere that said Kalex was the artist who created the stickers and never given it any more thought.
このアドレスは
I beat the game in all 3 modes. I beat it in pacifist and the normal mode, but I didn't do the what's the other one, like where you basically kill everybody. I should go back and do that. There was a URL among the comments that was pasted with no explanation whatsoever.
飛んでみる？
ちょっと待ってくれ。
I took a look at the letters and the address.
単にアマブロのアドレスだよな。
I wasn't sure, but it didn't look like a very dangerous page.
OK。
Genocide. Yeah, the genocide roots. Sumo sticker hunter, an urban legend lover who loves to relax by searching for sumo stickers. The sumo stickers save the world from destruction. Do I want to read this? Oh no, I've read that before. Okay. A moment later, I was staring at a page with an ugly, garish background. I looked away from the sumo sticker that was its hit counter.
なんだここ。
Sedeka's clicked through the links on the page.
歴史シールを特集してるページみたいだね。
It must have been a lot of work to get all of these. Was this from before the earthquake? Sedeka must have been still bothered by the stickers because before she said anything, she scrolled down to the text-only part of the page.
このシールの目は滅びを予見し、これを未然に防ぐためのもの。2015年の人類滅亡の予言は被害はあったものの、これによって守られた？
I played Undertale backwards. I spared the monsters and killed the main characters. Does that unlock a unique ending? Doing it that way?
2015年の人類滅亡の予言
Egyptian apocalypse.
エジプト歴の人類滅亡説か。
What is? The theory that humanity would be wiped out on September 23rd, 2015. The theory was proposed by an Egyptologist who stated that the Temple of Isis, an important ancient Egyptian holy site, contained 1,465 gods, and an ancient legend stated that if the temple is sealed, every autumn equinox, one of the gods within will lose their power. When the last god loses his power, the world will be drowned in water. The temple was sealed in 550 AD, which meant that the fall equinox of 2015, the last god would lose its power and the world would be drowned. I don't know how much weight I would give that though. Because did the Egyptians follow like the Western calendar? I don't know. That's the thing. Mainstream media, a derogatory term for major media organs like TV, newspapers, and radio. The word itself existed before the advent of the internet, but in Japan it is used mostly as a form of net slang. Its use is often rooted in the belief that all forms of media besides the internet are in bed with corporations, political parties, or special interests, and refuse to broadcast the truth. Maybe. But there's also a lot of internet sites that are also in bed with other people. I didn't mean to and I didn't finish the game. Probably didn't get halfway, but for the time I did play, I played backwards. Oh yeah, if you put the name Frisk, the name is starred in hard mode. What? If you put the name Frisk, the game is starred in hard mode. Interesting. Oh, okay. The Egyptians literally made the internet. You think they don't know the dates? I see. Frisk. Oh, so if you enter in the name Frisk for your main character. Okay, I see what you mean. I didn't know. I don't recall if I did that or not. But spoiler alerts, man. Okay.
よく知ってるね。
Hehe.
常識だよ。
I read further down the page and saw that he considered the crash of 15 to be part of the prophecy and said that the stickers had saved humanity.
色使いといい。ちょっと来てるな、ここの管理人は。
そういえば渋谷ってクラッシュの時あまり大きな騒ぎにならなかったよね。歴史シールって 太陽嵐を軽減する効果でもあるのかな。
Idiot. Why would you believe that?
渋谷の被害が少なかったのは単に復興計画で街が整備されていたおかげだよ。これは単なる結界説。
結界説？
How could she forget that? A long time ago, we spent a lot of time looking into this.
相撲の発祥が神事であったことから相撲を行う力士をモデルとした力士シールに宗教的な意味を持たせてあちこちに貼ることによって結界を築いているんだっていう説だよ。
Wow, that's actually really deep. Sumo wrestling originally a Shinto religious rite. I didn't know that. Yes, I put a sticker up and it just blocks tornadoes. Well, I mean, when you read this, because the stickers are of, they look kind of like sumo wrestlers. Lime Break, thank you so much for the host. Ew, quitons. Yet here you are hosting me. How you doing, Lime? Ew.
宗教的な意味って？
Crap. I didn't know.
とにかく結界説はナンセンスなんだ。力士シールって呼ばれてるけど力士をモデルにしたっていう証拠はないんだから。
Hi, father. Okay, hi, son. Wanna know a fun fact? Okay.
ふーん。
Sure. Or what if I said no? It's like, no, I don't want to know a fun fact. I'm allergic to kittens. Want to know another fun fact? No, I don't want to know. No, I'm just kidding. what's another fun fact? I don't know if I would call that a very fun fact, but sure, why not? The first fact wasn't a fact. Oh my god. I will be right back going home. Oh man. You are going home early in the morning, so does that mean you had a really late shift? Or really early morning? Dude, you were like up with me like really late playing Dying Light. So what did you do? Like, you slept for a couple hours and then you went to work and now you're just coming back home from work after a full shift? Want to know a fun fact? I'm allergic to fathers. Okay. I don't know how you would have lived your life then if you were allergic to fathers. I mean, that's such a very wide and generic statement here. Like, what kind of fathers are we talking about? Are you allergic to your own father? Or are you allergic to any fathers in general? Or are you allergic to people who can potentially be fathers? You know? You know? What marks a father? Good. I guess I fooled her.
タク、これは？
なんだ？知ってるぞ。
知ってるの？作者。
え？
This, Sadaka said as she pointed to a page about the creator of the sumo stickers. Should I read this?
いや、勘違いだ。進めてくれ。
オッケー。
The background was using the nastiest colors I'd ever seen. My eyes were starting to hurt. What's this?
巷で言われているように、力士シールの作者は K-Rex ではない。
Between this and the sheer number of sumo sticker photos, it was clear that the page's author was a little crazy, but had done their homework.
このシールの作者は結界を築くために人類の犠牲になったのだ。
No, maybe more than a little crazy. They were totally nuts. I hadn't read a page like this in a while.
その犠牲となった尊敬すべき作者は
Hold on, I guess I can read it. I don't know if they'll navigate away from it, and I don't know if they'll read it, so... As I said in my last entry, I'm going to go into more details about the sumo stickers. First, I'd like to answer a question that's on the minds of everyone who visits here. Who made the sumo stickers? Many people seem to get this wrong, but the creator of the sumo stickers is not in fact Kalex. There is no proof that he, or perhaps she, is the creator of the stickers. This is Kalex's homepage. There are several images in the gallery that are similar to the sumo stickers, but none of the sumo stickers themselves. As an artist, Kalex has put a focus on symmetry in order to achieve eerie effects in many of their illustrations. Of course, that explains why they're similar to the sumo stickers. It's likely that a careless remark by someone who doesn't know the truth of the sumo stickers was the source of the rumor that Kalex created them. But then, if it wasn't Kalex, who did create them? I know who. In fact, I've made contact with them. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to turn off the text. Hide back text. Okay. There we go. As I've said before, the sumo stickers represent God himself. The person who created them is a prophet who heard the will of God. History tells us that every prophet is mistreated in their own time. The prophet suffers, even now. They were sacrificed to the rest of humanity in order to build the barrier. I won't say their name here, but the creator is located within AH Tokyo General Hospital. Wait, this guy uses internet escape? Pfft, go to Google or Water Bear. Okay. Wait. How do I bring it back? Oh, there we go. I stopped scrolling down the page.
これ
Her voice was shaking a little as she pointed at the screen.
H 総合病院にその身を置いている。
タク
I knew what she was trying to say. I could see Setika's shock out of the corner of my eye, but I couldn't take my eyes off the words AH Tokyo General Hospital. That was the hospital. That was the hospital I'd snuck into with Setika in elementary school, the one I saw in my dreams all the time.
おい宮代
More backstory?
宮代って
What?
ん
Kazuki stuck her face in front of the display from the side and pointed toward Ito.
なんだよ。
やべえぞこれ
Ito was staring at the board as he whispered. Then he walked straight up to it.
やっぱりおいこれ見てみろって
He pointed toward the pictures that were stuck up on the board.
どうしたんだよ。
I tried to hide my shock at what I'd just seen, but my voice was quivering. But Ito was completely ignoring me. He ripped off a few of the pictures. And stuck them back up. The huge number of sumo stickers and then the long distance shots of the ones I found at the crime scenes.
ここ
I could tell that Ito and Setika turned to look at me when I laughed. I thought back to the conversation I just had with Kurusu. Something terrible might happen? I would keep going anyway. I would probably keep going all the way. Because I wasn't just an ordinary teenage boy. Or a special one. October 7th, 2015, Wednesday. 8 p.m. Tomigaya, Shibuya. Aoba Clinic. I special boy. Are you really special boy? A 2-minute walk away from the Yoyogi Park Station. This private clinic, 20 minutes away from the heart of Shibuya, was loved by the locals for its homey, comfortable atmosphere. The clinic offered internal and pediatric medical services. It had no facilities to allow someone to stay overnight. The wait was 10 minutes at worst. Some days it was more common to find the director's drinking buddies there telling bawdy jokes than it was to find patients. The only full-time doctor was the clinic's director. He had 2 nurses. The only times it ever got busy were during the flu shot season and when the director's neighborhood baseball team had its annual tournament.
かしいな。ここにねえってことは。
I big special. Okay, you're special. The clinic's second floor, this floor with its living room, kitchen, and bath, and the third floor with the rooms for its children, formed the localized small-scale children's welfare facility named Aoba Dormitory. There was no sign identifying it outside, so if you just walked by the building, you'd have no way of knowing that the upper floors were an orphanage.
ズキズキ来やがる。ここにもね。おい、ノノ。
もうちょっとだから。
ちげえよ。薬がどこ行ったかって。
Wataru Sakuma, the director of the Aoba Clinic and Aoba Dormitory, looked at the dinner lined up on the table and froze. Boiled vegetables, white fish with plum, tofu hamburg steak, natto, rolled omelette with shisho leaves. The oldest girl of the dorm had been in charge of cooking ever since she came here when she was in 6th grade. Every year she started cooking more and more like an old woman.
お前な、おばあちゃんじゃねえんだから、肉とかよ。
腹周りの贅肉を減らしてから言ってちょうだい。嫌ですからね、老後に高血圧治療の面倒見るの。
食べ盛りもいるってのね。ああ、しょ。
Sakuma pressed his hands up against his temples and rubbed them.
どうしたの？
ロキないか見当たらねえんだよ。
何、頭痛？
あ
あ、確か。ってちょっと待って。もしかして二日酔い？
Sakuma moaned a little. Kurusu smiled gently at him, still holding the kitchen knife.
父さん、そもそも課長で医者であるあなたが病院の仕事手伝ってるとはいえ、見習い看護師以下で娘である私に薬の場所を聞くのも問題ですけど、よりによって二日酔いですって？昨日の夜、残った事務仕事を私が片付けてる時に晩酌してたの？
That hangover.
いや、仕事は俺だってしてたぞ。
Oh, that makes it okay. This is even less interactive than Phoenix Ray. It is.
そんな酔っ払いに出せる薬はありません。
This is much,
1週間禁酒にしますから。
This is much truer to a visual novel experience. So it's like, if you've played Phoenix Wright, that's probably more like a, what do you call that? Like, it's closer to a point and click adventure game. Although it is very wordy, so it's still considered a visual novel. But yeah, it's you don't play this game, it plays you. What's up, Ami? You on your break?
おい、の冗談だろ。
But yeah, it's why they call it a visual novel.
二人とも呼んできて。
Visual novels are gross. No, stayed home today. I just woke up again. Wait. Why are you staying home? Are you sick? Are you sick too?
ごちそうさま。美味しかった。ごちそうさま。はい、おそ松様。お茶入れるね。ゆう、手伝って。
Not really sick, but sometimes my body gives me issues and I don't want to work through it. Okay. That's perfectly legit too. Her little brother nodded and together they took the plates that the four of them had been eating on to the kitchen. It was their job to clean up. This music's so happy. Yui Tachibana and Yuto Tachibana were brother and sister. They were the only two siblings of the Aoba dorm who were actually related by blood, and the rest of the neighborhood thought it was cute how they were always together. The Shibuya earthquake had occurred when Yui was in the second grade and Yuto was only 6 and hadn't started school. After the earthquake, the two of them had come to Aoba dorm. The two of them had been depressed for a long time between the shock of losing their parents and their experiences in the earthquake's aftermath. Now they'd made it to the second year of middle school for Yui and the last year of elementary school for Yuto.
明日の夕飯は先に食べてていいぞ。
It felt like people were super bored when I played Phoenix Wright, so I stopped. I always feel like people hate my reading, to be honest. I mean, to be like perfectly honest, I don't get as many viewers when I do like visual novels, but you know, I still do get like the odd person who comes in and is like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're playing this game," you know? I don't know. I like playing games that not many people are playing. I don't really care too much. I just want to play it for the sake of playing it. It's not a game. I mean, I get choices to do positive or negative. Kind of. But yeah, I mean, I don't even recall. You know, you're right. I haven't even come across a choice in this game yet. Usually some visual novels might give you like branching choices because they have different endings. I don't know if this game has that. During the meal, Sakuma had complained about Nano's ban on his drinking, but Yui had told him he'd brought it on himself. He'd spent the rest of dinner muttering to himself, but by now he'd calmed down a little.
最近バタついてるからよ。
嫌です。温め直すのめんどくさいもの。それにバラバラに食事するのって好きじゃないの。できるだけ家族揃って食べたい。 でもバタついてるってどうしたの？
Kurusu checked the clock as she spoke. It was almost 9. Aoba Clinic closed at 6:30 p.m. and it was often after 7 p.m. by the time Sakuma finished his paperwork and came up the stairs. Kurusu would have dinner ready around that time. It's like in Telltale games, they gave you an option every hour to say, you stink or you smell. Wouldn't be much of a game then. Lol. Yeah, and I mean a lot of Telltale games were like, they give you choices to give you like a semblance of like having a different ending, but in the end it didn't matter too much, so. But I guess it made for a game that had some kind of variety throughout it, so your experience might be slightly different every time you kind of played it. Aoba Clinic closed at 6:30 p.m. and it was often after 7 p.m. by the time Sakuma finished his paperwork and came up the stairs. Kurusu would have dinner ready around that time. Sorry, I don't know if I read that line already, but it was true that lately he'd been coming up later and later. Sakuma shrugged and said he wasn't sure why exactly, but...
大学の後輩が渋谷でやってる医院もそうだし、ここらのでっけえ病院、代々木の AH 東京総合病院とかよ。最近忙しいらしいんだよ。
Oh, well, yeah, but at least it felt like a game. And this game is either say hi or say hello. Actually, no, it's not even that. It's just you have positive and negative choices. That's the only thing I've gotten to choose so far. Chaos Child Pagu. Hello, Harrison. How are you?
No?
あ、ごめん。それで？
And actually, the biggest reason why I chose to stream this was because I thought that this game was going to be a lot like Steins Gate, because it's by the same developers that made Steins Gate, and Steins Gate was a little more interactive, and plus it had like multiple endings to it. It was a lot more interesting. This one so far is feeling very linear, but I've also been taking longer to get through it, so.
ま、復興祭が近いから浮かれて怪我するやつが増えてるんじゃねえかとか、それに合わせて例の症候群をもう一度見直す動きがあるとか、いろいろ言われてんだけどよ。
見直すって6年経って今さら？
わかりやすく復興して治ってんのは街の外観だ。ここはそう簡単に治らねえからな。
Sakuma patted himself on the chest.
うちの患者は別に普段と変わらねえんだけどよ。その後輩やら知り合いやらからなんだかんだと頼まれるのが多くなってんだよ。おかげで肩こって仕方ねえ。
Turns out after 10 hours, though, you're only 1% of the game. Only 40 more hours to go until the first choice. It gets interesting, don't worry. You're saying that I'm still going through the boring parts? I mean, it's gotten interesting in with some of the weird cases popping up throughout the story. But just saying, we haven't come across any critical choices yet. Also, like when I stream these games, it's like it takes me probably 3 to 4 times longer to play these games because I'm having to read them as well as like address chat too. So yeah. As her father rotated his shoulders to stretch them, Nono told him he was doing a good job. He normally looked like a goofball, but Kurusu knew that he was reliable when it counted. Aoba Clinic was far enough from Shibuya that it hadn't been damaged during the quake, and so it had remained opened. She heard that Sakuma had taken in patients with minor wounds, a field that was outside his specialty, and treated them. When she helped at the clinic's front desk, the patients would often tell her grateful tales about what he'd done then.
どうしたの？このパーラー西野で安売りしてたの。いただきまーす。
Yui and Yuto had come back from the kitchen with a tea and a sliced pear. She stuck a toothpick in the slice as she spoke.
甘くて美味しい。ああ、ユイポン酢買っといてくれた？今日底値でしょ？
Just read faster. I mean, I could not read them out loud at all.
お一人様1個までだったからユー連れて2個ゲットしてきた。あ、そうだ、いつものスーパータイムセールの時間変わるって。嘘？1時間遅くなるんだって。ああ、困るな。夕ご飯の買い物どうしようかな。 あと風呂場の洗剤切れそうだったよ。あの白のパッケージの。
それは週末のセールを待ってる。
どこの？
青木薬局。
クーポンあるよ。
ほんと？助かる。そうだ、ベランダ見た？洗濯物干す方の角のとこ。
え？何？
苔生えてるの、ピッシ。
それが？
なんとかしないと、そのうち赤谷が湧くの。やだ。私だって嫌です。という。
They're talking about such mundane
何？
stuff.
さっきから。喉痛いの？
風邪？ちょっとありえないんですけど、お医者さんでしょ？
看病するの私たちなんですからね。ただでさえ寝汗が多くて洗濯が大変だっていうのに。
少しは痩せてよ。だいたい父さんの食費だけで月にいくら。
Wow. They're really going at him about his weight and sweat issues. Sakuma slammed his teacup down on the desk. He'd reached the limits of his patience.
No. よい。話がある。ちょっと座れ。
Did you know the word mundane came from the word Monday? Are you serious? I mean, it's not a far stretch.
座ってんじゃん。
な、お前ら。
Sakuma pressed down on his temples again as he wondered where to begin. It felt like his headache was getting worse, but in the end he couldn't come up with any ideas except to say it directly.
もう少し高校生と中学生らしくできねえのか。
Gonna make some breakfast. Alrighty, yummy. Thanks for that lurk. Appreciate it.
Huh?
You get your breakfast on. The two of them looked at him as if they didn't know what he was talking about.
お前趣味なんだ？
何急に？
いいからよ、趣味。
部屋の掃除。
ゆいは
Cleaning her
チラシ
room?
集め。
Oh my god, collecting supermarket sales pamphlets as your hobby? That is the saddest hobby ever. The two of them kept eating their pear slices, unsure of what he was getting at. And then they continued their conversation, saying, "What's his problem? That must be terrible getting old."
座れ。
座ってるって。
お前ら何歳のうちから初対地見てんだ。セールがどうの食費がどうの学生の会話が。
Well, who else is
家
gonna
の
take
ことを
care of
任
it?
せるって言ったのは父さんでしょ？
Oops, Kurusu ran the Aoba dorm.
もっと遊べっつってんだ。ライブ行ったり服買ったりよ。
別にいいよ。ネットで聞けるもん。
This is me. This is me. It's like, why go to a concert? Why spend money to go to a concert when I can listen to the music on the internet for free?
言われなくても服はフリマとかで買ってます。いいのないときは自分で作っちゃうもの。
Oh my god, this is also me.
ちゃんとしすぎなんだよ。なあ、好きのない女はモテねえぞ。
クラスの子供っぽい男子になんか興味ありません。
Right?
あとのの姉は中等部じゃアイドルだから。
そうなの？
Of course, Yui nodded. Yui went to Hekiko Academy's middle school, which was located close to the academy itself. The high school and middle school did a lot of activities together, and Kurusu had gone to the latter before as part of her student council president job. Kurusu chuckled.
こっちじゃどっちかっていうと怖がられてるんだけどね。
彼氏の一人もいねえのか。お前の浮いた話聞いたことないぞ。
クラスの子供っぽい男子になんか興味あります。
そっちも男子ってそうなの？
年頃の男子なんて何歳でも一緒でしょ。
Kurusu sipped her tea with a smirk.
ブラコンめ。
Wow, 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 he went there, brother complex. And then she spat it out like she'd been struck with a bullet.
ののね、大丈夫？ティッシュ。
Kurusu coughed as she took the tissue from Yui, then wiped down the desk. Brother complex. No, this girl Kurusu is she's technically like this. They call him sort of sister to that guy, the other character, who moved out, but they basically grew up together because they went to the same orphanage. So they were like, but they're not related by blood, but they've just been together for so long from a young age after the earthquake happened and tragedy struck, so they became orphans together. And she kind of has a thing for him. What are you doing, step-bro? They're not technically step-brothers or sisters, though. There's no connection between them. They just grew up in the orphanage together, right? So the director here is making fun of her because, you know, he probably knows something's up with that relationship. Her face is bright red as she yelled at Sakuma. We'll see in this reaction here. Kind of cements it.
お前はタクルに構いすぎなんだよ。そんなんだと他の男が寄ってこないぞ。
そんなことないです。あ、いや、寄ってきてるって意味じゃなくて。
I'm pretty sure they're still step siblings, but they were never really like adopted together or anything like that. So as far as I know, like step siblings are from like when children are brought together from different marriages. And so they're not related, but they're related only by marriage, technically. From their parents, you know. Kurusu waved her hand, annoyed.
とにかく、あの子は。ののね。
Kurusu threw the tissue in the garbage can without answering.
ゆうとはこの間、ゆいが言ってただろう。ほら、同じクラスの今野さんだがなんだか。
違うよ。いや、違わないけど。
This boy sounds like a girl. I mean, it probably actually is a woman voice actor. Now it's Yuto's turn to turn red.
そうだ、それ、どうなったの？やっぱりラブレターだったんでしょ？隠し事はなしでしょ？どうなの？
Yuto shrank back into his chair, his tiny body becoming even smaller. Then he nodded. Yui leaned forward, excited.
徳田くんに。徳田くんにバレて、それで。
Yui's expression switched from jovial to serious.
何？からかわれた？
After a short pause, Yuto nodded.
ユウ、ダメだよ。嫌なものは嫌って言わないと。そういうのに慣れたら気づかないうちに曲がってくんだから。でも、もしまたいじめられたりしたら、姉ちゃんにいいな。やり返してやるから。
ゆい、女の子がそういうこと言わないの。
お前が言うか。
どういう意味？
There were two rules in Alba dorm. After dinner, everyone was allowed to whatever, and no one was allowed to keep secrets. I think after dinner they were allowed to talk. When Sakuma decided to open an orphanage after the earthquake, he first picked the name Alba dorm, and the second thing he decided on were those rules. The four of them talked until around 10 p.m. when Yuto started to yawn. They talked for hours? Telling each other about their daily lives was how they kept themselves grounded.
入るよ。
Kurusu entered the empty room knowing there wouldn't be an answer. She started by wiping down the desk and then moved on to do the rest of the cleaning the same way she always did. Nothing had changed in the room since Miyashiro had left. It was still filled with books, papers, and DVDs. Yeah, tell the bully he smells like pickles. He'll never bully you again. Them pickles. Home was the place where Kurusu felt the most calm and relaxed. It was where she could be herself and be with her family. Her favorite time of the day was after dinner. It wasn't that she was uncomfortable at Hekiho, but her personality was such that she always felt like she had to put her job first. And she liked the role that she had at home with her family more than she liked the roles she had in the outside world. As she cleaned the bookshelves, she saw a scrapbook. She'd seen it many times before, but she put it on the desk and started to flip through the pages. The book was filled with information on urban legends and crimes that had taken place in Shibuya, and on the last page was a collection of magazine and newspaper articles. The magazine article was dated about 6 months ago, just before Miyashiro had left home. And the newspaper article was from 6 years ago. It was about the Shibuya earthquake. This was why Miyashiro had left home and gone to live at Miyashita Park. Miyashita.
日付が6年前の事件とぴったり一致してるんだ。事件も自殺っぽいっていう内容はともかく猟奇的という点で同じ。
あなた殺されますよ、宮代拓先輩。
Wait, that scared the fuck out of me? What scared you? When like she was imagining Takeru in her head and he was talking kind of funny. Something might be coming for him, or maybe Takeru was getting involved in something. The multiple voices coming out of nowhere. It was some kind of weird reverb effect on Takeru's voice, I guess, because it's supposed to be like a memory. As his older sister, she had to protect her little brother. Aren't they like the same age? I guess it's like a very small difference. Can I face what happened then? There was a knock at the door. She tried to take a few deep breaths to calm herself before she spoke.
誰？
俺だ。入るぞ。
See, I'm trying to read it quicker now.
何泣きそうな顔してんだ？
She quickly put her hand up to her face. She wasn't crying. She took a deep breath to help her focus. Or a quick breath.
どうしたの？
飯ん時、ちょっと変だったろ、お前。
I remember being high as fuck while this kid talked to me. Hey guys. Or hey, yeah. I don't know why I read that as guys. Is yeah. Soft secret. How are you?
そう？
We're getting our weeaboo on. Wait, why does everyone do that? Knock knock, I'm coming in. Are they all the SWAT team or something? I'm good.
やっぱあいつがまた何かやらかした
I
の
didn't
か。
read the scrapbook comment there. His voice was a father's. Kurusu put the scrapbook back on the shelf.
うん。あ、いや、またやらかしそうというか。
That's good.
相変わらずだな。ラブホテルで警察にお世話になった後、お前ちゃんと止めたんだろ？
Kurusu nodded, remembering what had happened in the hallway that day.
それでも、なんかやめそうになくて。
珍しいな。あいつがお前に逆らうなんて。
That's because I didn't really.
なんだ？どうしたんだ？
Sakuma sensed that something was wrong with Kurusu and sat down on the bed. He motioned for her to speak.
父さん、あの子ってどうやって私じゃなくてうちに馴染んだの？ほら、長期昏睡から目覚めてリハビリ始めた時は全然心を開いてなかったでしょ？
それを言ったら、ユイとユウともそうだろう。言っとくけど、お前もそうだったぞ。
私の話はいいから。
ああ、前のこと覚えてねえな。だいたいそんなのちゃんとしたきっかけなんかあんのか。
But he crossed his arms and seemed to be trying to remember the past. Soon.
ああ、いつ馴染んだかなんてわかんねえけど、初めて一緒に夕飯食った日は覚えてるわ。
あ。
Kurusu realized that she remembered too. Even after he'd started his physical therapy and learned to walk again, for a while he kept eating dinner alone in his room. Sakuma had told him that everyone was supposed to meet and talk after dinner, but he'd used his poor health as an excuse to stay in his room.
私も覚えてる。そういえば、あれってなんでだったの？
ああ、多分な。お前の単価だよ。
It sounds like me.
え？
あいつのリハビリ手伝ってたろ。家族なんだから私が面倒を見るっつって。
うん。
Miyashiro had refused, but she told him there was no reason for him to be embarrassed now. She had been in charge of cleaning his catheter when he was in a coma after all.
そっから前にも増してつきっきりで。昔からだ。
Oh,
お前の
going
ブラ
back
コ
to
ンぶりは。
the Brocom.
だから違うって言ってるでしょ。
んで、あいつが問題なく日常生活できるようになって、そろそろ学校も大丈夫じゃないかって お前が俺に相談持ちかけた時なんて言ったか覚えてるか？
Kurusa tried to think, but she couldn't remember herself saying anything special.
小学生の時学校にあまり行っていなかったって言うけど私が行けるようにする。
Wait. You're supposed to clean the catheter? They're just pussies. What? You're supposed to empty the catheter, dude. I mean, the bag's gonna fill up, right? Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? That's what they mean by clean it, dude. Dude. They meant empty it, never mind. Well, I mean, cleaning, emptying, they're kind of the same thing, right?
もしあの子をいじめるやつがいたら私がやり返してやる。
But can you imagine if they were like actually thoroughly cleaning it, like removing it, cleaning it, and then putting it back? It's like, oh god.
嘘でしょ?
And plus, you have to imagine like she was like a really young kid too. Like, they were really young, like maybe 7 or 6 or something like that. She didn't remember that at all.
本当だよ。さっきユイも言ってたじゃねえか。明らかに昔のお前の影響だ。今以上にそれをあいつは部屋の外で聞いてたんだよ。その日の夕飯からだ。あいつが一緒に食べるようになったのが。まあ結局あいつはあまり学校には行かなかったけどな。それでも保健室登校で卒業できたのはお前のしごきの成果だろう。
Oops. Oh yeah, missed that one completely. That was a long enough one. As she listened to Sakuma's words, she could feel the terror that had been building inside her start to fade away. Oh. Instead, she felt the mixture of confidence, nostalgia, and joy.
そんなこと私言ったかな。ののねえ、何してんの？
そっちこそ二人でどうした？
ユウのトイレ。そしたら声が聞こえたから。そう。
She smiled a little at Yuto's embarrassment. Get out of my room! Everyone's just like, knock knock. I'm coming in. Just bash in. It's okay. It's okay because they knocked. They knocked. So it gives them the right to just like, you know, go right on in. He couldn't go to the bathroom on his own at night. He'd always been shy and spent most of his time clinging to Yui, but the earthquake had given him scotophobia too. Mild scotophobia. What the hell is scotophobia? A type of specific phobia. Specific phobia is a type of mental disorder where the subject exhibits an extreme mental and physical rejection in response towards a specific object or situation, such as heights or needles. Scotophobia is the fear of darkness and is commonly found in small children. The primary causes of this disorder are experiencing trauma in a dark place, or being unable to control the instinctual fear that humans, being non-nocturnal creatures, have of the dark. I see. I warned you 1 second before that I was going to barge in. It's fair enough warning, right?
ねえ、二人はタクルに帰ってきてほしい？当たり前じゃん。家族だもん。うん。っていうか、タクル兄の掃除当番全部肩代わりしてるの私とユウだから、早く返してもらわないと。
But maybe Takeru is happy living in his like bum trailer of his. He got a trailer given to him, and he lives in a bum town. I used to have a phobia of needles, and then I went to hospital and had to have 2 every day. Oh no. Oh man. I'm assuming because of you having to have 2 every day, you kind of slowly got over your phobia then? Oh, and seeing as you said you used to. Yeah, they're easy now. Yeah. I guess really the only way to like overcome a phobia is to just have continual exposure to the phobia or to the object or whatever you're scared of.
あと、買い出し当番も。
As long as they don't look at the blood coming out of me, I'm fine. Do you like do you like feel really faint, or kind of like, does it kind of freak you out to see all that blood coming out? I guess that would probably freak me out too a little bit. I've never really had my blood drawn very often, so I don't care for needles, but I'm not really afraid of them. Kurusu laughed and looked around her missing brother's room and at her family. There was no changing what happened 6 years ago now.
ゆい。ゆうとをいじめるやつがいたら、やり返してやりなさい。
She would just have to protect her family so that they could live together again. Kurusu took out her smartphone and left the room, leaving her uncertainty behind. Wait, so she left her own room and everyone else is just sitting there in her room. Okay. There was only one injection that I hate, and there was one they put in my wrist to check some toxins. It hurt and made me feel so sick and get tunnel vision. I couldn't concentrate or hear anything, and I turned green. Oh my god, that sounds horrifying. It sounds horrifying.
いた。
Sedeka was sitting with her legs crossed on the cold floor looking up at me. I put my ear up to the door and tried to see if there was anyone outside.
大丈夫。誰もいない。
Look, it's a boy and a girl in the bathroom. I've only ever had that one time though. Well, that's good. That's good that it only happened that just the one time. That would be pretty traumatic. Getting that experience over and over again.
一石武道家。数年前のニュースだったと思うんだけど、トイレの鍵が壊れて2日間くらい閉じ込められた人がいて。
How is this helping? He's telling her a story of a man who got stuck in the bathroom for 2 days. How is this reassuring?
救出された時に閉じ込められてどうでしたかって聞かれて、こう答えたんだ。
Oh my god.
トイレがあってよかったって。
I'm glad there was a toilet. Wow.
私たちは2人だからトイレできないじゃん。
Grr. Damn it, she was right for once. I mean, you could still go. You just have to let go of your, you know, preconceptions of what's okay to do in front of other people's. But she was right. I was reaching my mental limits too. It was past 10 now, which meant we'd spent more than 2 hours locked inside the bathroom. Do you not have, like, internets? Do you not have your smartphones to keep you entertained for 2 hours? I'm scared of roller coasters. Don't worry. I once saw a video of a roller coaster break. A guy flew up 50 feet into the sky. Oh god. Oh, they're hiding in the bathroom. I don't know if I read that one. We'd learned in the club room this morning that the creator of the sumo stickers was here. Sadaka and well, I missed that. I trigger happy. Sadaka and I come to the hospital right after that. Okay. Each floor of the hospital had different sections, and each section had its own lobby, so we were able to go around to each floor and gather information by talking to the people there. Well, it was mostly Sedeka who did the talking. Yeah, because he's awkward boy. And then we'd heard that there was someone in the private room in the back of the 5th floor who drew a lot of creepy pictures. I got excited. The person drawing the pictures might know something. But there was a problem, namely the ward they were staying in. Is it the insane ward? There were 2 wards on the 5th floor. The first was the gastroenterological ward, straight down the hall from the lobby. But to get to the place where we wanted to go, you had to take a right from the lobby and go to the psych ward. To meet with the patients in the psych ward, you needed permission from the patient and the hospital. If you weren't there to meet someone, you wouldn't even be allowed in. While we were sitting in the lobby trying to come up with a plan, visiting hours for the psych ward ended. Then, hours for the gastroenterological ward ended too, and we had no good excuse for being there any longer. What are their parents thinking that they're out at this hour? that's how we got where we are now. If I hadn't taken Sarika's advice and chosen to hide in the women's restroom, where the stalls were inevitably in use more often, someone would have gotten suspicious of us a long time ago. No, maybe they already were suspicious.
くそ、少しでも情報を得て帰りたかったのに。
When Ito saw the pair of pictures in the club room, he proposed we start investigating them immediately, but I decided to temporarily leave that to him and visit the hospital. I didn't tell Ito where I was going or why. That's always a bad idea, to not tell somebody who's not with you where you're going. Hello, I am a journalist wanting to do a story on this place. Do you have an appointment with one of the crazy people? No? Then leave. If he knew I was putting a priority on verifying information on a homepage run by a crazy man with no sources even given, he'd make fun of me. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. That's why I wanted to find something. You have to trust his journalist gut. That journalist instinct. My phone started suddenly to vibrate. You're back, gonna go pee on it, preferably at the same time. That's really kind of gross and TMI, but to each their own. So have fun with that attempt. I frowned when I saw the name. Damn, and at a time like this too? Don't judge my preferences. I mean, okay. Fair enough. We don't kink shame here. So I'll just judge you quietly in my head. I'll judge you quietly. You're not going to answer it? Sarika seemed to say silently. I will pee in your soup. Well, then I will never ever accept anything edible from you ever again. We'll just go with that, okay? We'll just go with that. Or I'll never accept anything that's not sealed from you. We'll go. Yeah, that's a safe bet. I decided to ignore this phone call. Honestly, that's actually a really safe thing to do. Don't accept anything that's not sealed from someone you barely know.
仕方ないだろう。きっと出たら面倒なことになる。
Whatever it was, chances are it wasn't something I wanted to hear, and I couldn't exactly hold a conversation right now. I got some chocolate brownies for you. Oh, guys, look. Okay, we got a negative, positive choice. Okay, negative or positive? I'll let you guys choose that. Negative? Okay, negative. There we go. 2 hours, huh? I didn't know being quiet and doing nothing was so tiring. Why can't you do something on your phone? Like, you could quietly read some articles or something on the phone. I don't know. Sarika had her arms crossed over her knees. She looked upset. Was I imagining it, or had she been really fidgety over the last 10 minutes? Why don't they call someone? They're trying to, they're trying to hide in the bathroom. Well, why would they want to call anyone? They're trying to hide in the bathroom so that they can sneak into the hospital, I guess. This is hiding? Yeah, they're hiding in this fucking bathroom stall. In the women's bathroom.
まさかこの年でタクと一緒に女子トイレの個室に何時間もこもることになるなんて。
I would say this is hiding. I mean, why else would they be in the woman's bathroom stall for 2 hours?
そう言わずにもうちょっと付き合ってくれ。
It seems like they're probably trying to wait for like after hours when there's less staff. Occupied. We're closing in 5 minutes. You need to leave. Occupied. I don't know. Maybe they just don't check the bathrooms. I don't know. You see this as a plot for a lot of like movies and TV shows and stuff where like people hide out in the bathrooms because they don't really check them, and then they lock up the store or whatever with people stuck inside. I'm sure it happens.
いいけど。でもこれ以上粘っても意味ないと思う。
Sarika sighed a little. So, if I'm taking a fat dump, I might be locked in the hospital? I mean, possibly. Like, cause like, okay, you might have someone like come into the bathroom, or a janitor that might come into the bathroom and be like, is there anyone here? And say if you responded back, then at least they know you're there. You don't want to get locked in, but these guys are hiding. So if someone came in and checked on them, like briefly, and they don't hear anyone or whatever, then they might just like be like, whatevs, and just go and lock the bathroom. That's another thing though, they might get locked in the bathroom though, wouldn't they? Possibly. I looked away from her. I was starting to fidget a little, maybe because we'd been talking about going to the bathroom. Ah, trigger on. Let's see what happens. Or so I said, but to be honest, I was thinking of calling it a day too. The reason why was I really had to go to the bathroom. And they're in the bathroom. Knowing these guys, they'd be like, knock knock, and then a battering ram will break the door down. I was about to piss myself. Of course I was aware that I was already sitting right next to a toilet. But I didn't think it was a good idea to use the women's bathroom, particularly in front of Seneca, so I was holding it in. But I was about to hit my limit. But still, if I missed a chance like this because of a simple biological function, it would be humiliating. Ito would laugh at me for sure. I was the president of the newspaper club. I'd overruled the objections of the vice president to come here. I couldn't give up. I had a reputation to protect. So I...
Na, Onoe.
Seneca stood up, looking relieved. Piss in the other person's mouth, relief and hydration, win-win. Oh my god, why? They're not thirsty. They're not thirsty, and they're in a freaking bathroom. They can just go to the sink and get some water. As to why they're sitting in the stall to hide, I don't know, because you would think that the bathroom wouldn't be occupied by multiple people at all times. Hey, turn around. Problem solved. Turn around and cover your ears.
それがいいよ。また明日来ようよ。
いや、まだ帰らない。
じゃあ何？
I want to...
しょんべんしたい。
Oh, that was a long time. That was a long pause right there. Be right back already, Florin.
お？
だから悪いけど、一瞬外に出ててくれないか。
やだよ。見つかっちゃうよ。
ほんの30秒ぐらいでいいから。
やだって。それならタクが出てってよ。
僕がしょんべんしたいのに、なんで僕が出ていかなくちゃいけないんだ。
あ、そっか。じゃあ、後ろ向いててあげるから、ここでしちゃいなよ。
There you go. Exactly what you suggest, Frisky. I like how she's like, How could she just suggest something like that in such an innocent way?
恥ずかしいだろ。
今更じゃん。私とタクの間柄でし
ょ。お前本気で言ってるのか。てかお前本気で言ってるのか。
I was so freaked out that I was repeating myself.
いいからいいから、パパッとやっちゃいなって。
She wants to see Pee-Pee. Stop shouting, we're hiding. Seneca grinned a little as she turned around. Evidently, she had no intention of leaving the stall. She's like, I ain't leaving. So it's like, you do your business or not. That's up to you. No way. There was no way this was happening. But to be honest, my bladder felt like it was about to explode. I couldn't last any longer. How old is she? These guys are in high school. I think they're possibly second years. So high school second year in Japan is grade 10, I think. I don't know. Grade 10. Whatever old grade 10 is. 16? 17? Oh, I think they're 17. Sorry, they're 17.
絶対こっち見るなよ。絶対だぞ。
She's gonna turn around, bend down, and be like, go for it.
Okay.
With that kind of a wink, like, come on. I lifted the lid, lowered my zipper, and got ready. What's with this, like, ominous, like, sounding music? I felt a wave of pleasure and release as I let go. Ah, that's better. That sound, though, was extremely embarrassing. I should have had Sedeka put her hands over her ears. She's gonna touch pee-pee? Why? But it's too late now. Asking her to do so at this point would just be more embarrassing. And since I'd held it in for so long, there was a lot that had to come out. It was taking long enough that it was actually starting to freak me out a little. Yeah, geez. Peeing is super embarrassing. Wow, look at hear that stream. It just keeps going, guys. Hurry up, come on, hurry up and finish. Why is she smiling? She's laughing. She laughed. She just laughed. How the hell do you laugh at a guy who's going to the bathroom? This guy is 60% pee. Why would you say that? A lot's coming out.
Hi.
I want to kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. Please, someone kill me. That is pretty embarrassing when someone is gonna comment on it. If that happened, I don't think I would ever recover. But Sedeka and I were in the situation where that could happen at any minute. Maybe it was time to go home after all. As that stupid idea crossed my mind.
ちょっとねえタク、とりあえず今日は諦めて出直そうよ。
Sedeka stood up and rubbed her butt a little.
お前は気にならないのかよ。
え？
この病院は
This was the hospital we snuck into a long time ago looking for an urban legend called Amy. If he just peed in her mouth then the noise wouldn't be an issue. Why don't people just listen to me? Gross. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? In the end, we had to give up before we could figure it out, but there was some connection between the sumo stickers and this hospital.
そりゃ気になるよ。調べられるなら調べたい。でもこうなっちゃったらさ、明日からちゃんと面会時間に通い詰めて入れるチャンスを待った方がよくない？
I don't know if you really solved the problem.
それはもう
今だったらこの回で見つかりさえしなければ普通に外に出られるでしょ？
The place had an ER, so it was open at night, and people would be going in and out. As long as we could get to the first floor lobby safely, we'd be able to walk right out. Damn it. Maybe we didn't have a choice.
わかった。とりあえず
Make her go pee-pee next so you feel comfortable. My phone vibrated again.
またか。
I thought it was Kurusu calling me again, but it wasn't. I checked once again that there was no one in the restroom and answered the phone.
もしもし。
おい、宮代。お前、今どこにいる？
どうした？
副部長が事件を追うのはやめなさいって切れてるぞ。
Seriously?
今、あなたたちは何してるんだって問い詰められた。てか、怒鳴られた。怖かった。
Anyway, I gotta be right back to replicate this scene with my dog. Oh, okay. You're not gonna go pee in your dog's mouth, are you?
お前まさか。
Yeah, Ito said.
全部喋った。そしたら、設置した監視カメラを外しなさい。いや、私が今すぐ外しに行くっつって
Oh my
電話切られ
god.
た。
It's not my fault he likes it. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. I'm not gonna ask anymore.
お前そこは耐えろよ。
無理言うなよ。思わず副部長に敬語だったぞ俺。
Grr, damn it, that coward. Well, I know how he felt.
で、とりあえずお前のことは何か別に気になったことがあったみたいで、お前と一緒にそれを調べてるみたいですって言って
I don't understand why the phone sounds so muffled.
何してるか知らねえけど、副部長に殺される前に謝っとけよ。てか、電話に出てやれ。
He hung up before I could say anything. It was clear that he wanted to stay out of this. With nothing else to do, I put away my phone.
のんちゃん、元気出たんだ。よかった。
Sadaka looked happy. She must have overheard the conversation.
いや、よかったじゃないよ。
でも、のんちゃんらしいよ。
Sadaka nodded to herself, satisfied. She really did look happy.
お前どっちの味方なんだ？
タクだよ。タクだって、のんちゃんが元気ないの嫌でしょ？
そりゃ、いや、いい。
タク、行くの？
言っとくけど、諦めたわけじゃないからな。
I just didn't feel like I was going to find out anything more by staying here. I just come back to Moar during visiting hours and dodge Kurusu somehow.
よし。
So they just wasted like staying in the bathroom for 2 hours. There was no one around. The nurse at the nurse's station was staring at her PC. If we crouched down, she couldn't see us. I motioned to Setaka, and we quietly left the bathroom and started for the lobby. Wouldn't there be freaking cameras, though? We made it across and arrived in front of the elevator. Okay, there are definitely cameras in the elevators. I looked ahead and saw an automatic door with thick, frosted glass. The psych ward lay beyond it. Next to it was a control terminal with an intercom. When visiting, you would say your name and have them unlock the door from the inside. During visiting hours, I'd been sitting in the lobby waiting for the automatic door to open. I tried to see if there was a way to sneak in alongside another visitor, but had run out of time before I'd gotten the chance.
タク、しょうがないよ。出直そう？
Sadaka must have noticed me staring at it because she motioned for me to leave. She was right. If we use the elevator, they might notice the sound. We just have to take the stairs.
Huh?
Taku?
Sadaka stopped just before she reached the stairs.
いや、今。
I bet you the doors opened. Just like the other time. I heard a beeping sound noise coming from the automatic door. Someone was coming out? I dragged Sadaka out onto the landing for the stairs. That was weird. I didn't hear any footsteps. Huh? The door's open. Huh?
嘘。
I took a look around the corner and saw that the door was open.
なんで？
It was definitely open, and there was no sign that anyone had come out. I could see deeper into the ward now that the frosted glass was out of the way. The hallway was dark, and it was long past lights out. Why? Why had it opened? Was it set to open automatically from the inside and someone had walked close enough to trip the sensor? I hadn't seen anyone pass by. I nodded back at Setaka as she pointed down the stairs. Someone was coming up. What should we do? There wasn't enough time for the elevator to get here. The lobby was out of the question. Should we go upstairs? Or would we be safe if we just walked downstairs and acted like nothing was wrong? The dark hallway seemed to be beckoning to me. There was no guards or nurses around it. This is a ghost story now. You don't know. There's something mysterious definitely happening. Mysterious doors are unlocking for us. And opening. I grabbed Setaka's hand and ran straight for the open door. Setaka was behind me, so I couldn't tell if she nodded or not. I ran faster so I wouldn't have to hear my heart pounding, and a moment later, we were inside the psych ward. As I listened to the door shut behind me, I moved up next to the wall and took a look around. It was too dark to see all the way to the end of the hallway, but there didn't seem to be anyone here. The green light of the emergency exit reflected off the floor, bathing us in dim light. I realized that I was still holding Setika's hand. Quickly let go and she turned her hand over towards the wall.
これ
She was pointing at a simple map of the ward. It showed the nurse's station, the exam rooms, and what were probably the numbers for the patient's rooms.
確か絵描きって奥の個室に入院しているんだよな。
Sounds safe, right? I mean, they're in a hospital. Safest place you could be, and Setika nodded. But the map didn't say if the rooms were singles or not. I looked at the doors in front of me. They were placed with what looked like 2 patient names. These rooms were doubles, which meant that any room with the same layout was also probably a double. I looked back at the map. There were, where were the private rooms?
あった。ここら辺だ。くそ、やっぱり奥の方だな。
Hello, DJ Alpha Omega. How are you? Good mornings.
あっち
Setika pointed further down the hall. With Setika behind me, I turned to the side and started to walk as quietly as I could. That weird scent unique to hospitals was stinging my nose. I was used to it, but it was still a little creepy. And it was too quiet. If this was a psych ward, I expected to hear some crazy screaming or something.
いや、偏見か。いくら閉鎖病棟とはいえ、大半は高齢の認知症の人たちだろうし。
Sealed ward? A hospital ward, usually for mental patients, with a locked entrance and heavily restricted access and visiting rules. In the broader sense, refers to any hospital ward, not just a mental ward that cannot be accessed without permission from the staff. Oops. I clicked off the game. Doing swell, just tuning in and lurking like usual. That's cool, that's cool. Always appreciate them lurks. Get your lurk on. You wouldn't expect the patients to be screaming 24 hours a day, especially after lights out. But what was with the air here? No, it didn't matter. It was just another dim hallway. I wasn't going to the scene of the crime this time.
Huh?
And then I realized. Come to think of it, when I'd gone inside the Love Hotel, I'd first tried to get past the door, then almost given up. I turned around and saw the empty hallway stretching out before me, past the confused Setika. Like an automatic door was on the other side of the corner. It did. That's right. The door to the hotel had opened on its own, just like the automatic door here. The police had told me I'd been mistaken, but maybe it was really...
Taku, どうしたの?
I realized that I'd stopped moving. Crap. Was that a nurse? Well, stream froze for me. I'm back down. Welcome back, man. I don't know why it froze on you, but it does that sometimes on Twitch, I guess.
こっち
Did you have a good breakfast? What did you have for breakfast?
ああ、松下さん、点滴逆血してたよ。
え、またですか？外しちゃってました？
It wasn't for me, but sorting something out. Wait, what? Or it hasn't for me. Wait, I don't understand what you mean now. It hasn't for me, but sorting something out. I was watching a show and looked over thinking, damn, she's been AFK for a while now. Oh, because you thought like it was really still? Yeah.
それがね。
Yeah. I could hear what sounded like 2 nurses in the hallway.
バレちゃった?
I listened carefully. They seemed to be talking about a patient. Good. They hadn't found us. We would have to stay here until they left.
タク、そういえばさ。
Yeah, you were on one screen for a half hour. If I was gonna be AFK for that long, I would use this AFK screen here. This one. But like, if I know I'm just gonna be away for like a couple minutes, not even, I don't. Sometimes I might not toggle that, so But if I know I'm gonna be away for a lot longer, I'll usually put that up. That was why I was quick to refresh.
昔忍び込んだ時っ
At
て
least you noticed.
どこに行ったか覚えてる？
I took my ear off the door.
そりゃ覚えて。いや、具体的にどこか覚えてないな。
I tried to think back to what I'd seen so many times in the dream. It was 8 or 9 years ago now, about that long ago. I was still in elementary school.
でも、この平等じゃなかったとは思う。
I couldn't remember how we got in exactly, but I didn't remember sneaking through an automatic door. And...
あれは、精神科に見られるような治療じゃなかった。
Actually, I don't think you could even call that treatment whatever it was.
どうした？
I was about to ask before I saw her face and realized what was wrong.
大丈夫か？
She clearly wasn't okay. Does she remember what happened before? Come to think of it, actually, she tried to act strong and failed last time too.
大したことじゃない。絵描きの情報を確かめて帰る。それだけだろ。
The nurses must have finished talking because I could hear the footsteps getting further away.
よし。
Sedeka slapped her cheeks with her hands to try and snap herself out of it.
行こう、タク。
あ。
When we got to the room, the dim light of the emergency exit lamp was shining down on it.
ここ？
I nodded. This was probably the place. It was a private room in the back, and there were no nameplates on the other private rooms we'd passed.
開けるぞ。
There was no time to hesitate. We could run into a nurse at any moment. I looked to the left and right and checked that there was no one there before opening the door. There was a dark room with no lights. There was enough light to see my hands, but not my feet. Hmm?
誰もいない。
The bed against the wall was empty. The blanket was rolled up. Sedeka looked over to see if I saw. Was this not the place?
他の部屋を探してみるか。
I went to leave when Sedeka grabbed my arm.
なんだよ。
タク、あれ？
え？
Sedeka pointed at the back of the wall of the room. Her hand was shaking a little. It was too dark to see. I softly crept forward to get a better look.
Huh?
What are we gonna see? Creepy. Creepy.
なんだ？
The whole wall was covered with drawings of the sumo sticker in what looked like red paint.
気持ち悪い。
Sedeka grabbed onto my arm. The warmth reminded me that I wasn't alone. That made me feel just a little better. If I'd seen this alone, I might have screamed and gone crazy.
この匂いは。
It's most likely blood. I noticed that there was an unpleasant scent coming from the red paint on the wall. I took another step forward, and then I realized. I put my hand in front of my mouth to stifle a scream, and then another hand in front of Sedeka's mouth to stop her from screaming too.
どうしたの？
Sedeka ripped my hand away from her mouth and clung to me tighter.
これ絵の具じゃない。
Oh no.
血だ。
This strange smell, like rust, was the same thing I'd smelled at the Love Hotel during the revolving dead incident. Who had drawn these? Who would draw something like this? And in blood? I imagined someone locked in a dim room endlessly drawing paintings in blood on a blank wall, and a shiver went down my spine. I got goosebumps all over my body.
やばい。
There was something very wrong with this room.
タク、何してるの？
I suddenly realized I was holding a smartphone in my quivering hand, and without even realizing it, I'd pushed the record button and started filming the drawings on the wall.
違う。こんなことしてる場合じゃ。
行こうよ。
Sedeka tried to drag me back, but my body wouldn't move. I knew it was dangerous to stay here, but I couldn't move. Sedeka was saying something behind me, but while I could hear the sounds, I couldn't understand what they meant. And then... I heard a sound from somewhere in the dark room. It was the sound of someone scratching something. I gulped, and my body froze up even more.
Taku? 今どこかで誰だよ
Someone was in here with us. Someone was in this room. In the darkness, I could hear the sound of something hard being scratched again. But the sound bounced off the walls of the square room and I couldn't tell where it was coming from. I desperately searched around the room, eyes cloudy with terror. How long had they been there? A girl was crouching on the floor alone with her back to us. She was right next to the bloody sumos, a hand wrapped around her knees, and she was staring at her feet. She was staring at a drawing of a sumo sticker. It was too dark to tell for sure, but I thought I saw something dripping off her finger. That was blood. She'd cut her finger to draw that. She was drawing those pictures. I couldn't speak. My throat wouldn't work. I had questions to ask her. Who are you? Did you draw all these stickers all over town? Why are you drawing these? But I just couldn't speak. The strange sight before me filled with an indescribable terror. I was overcome by the idea that if I talked to her now, she would turn around and she would transform into something else and attack me. I heard my name and turned toward Sedeka. Her hand was clutching my arm tightly. Okay, I just had a really weird experience and come back to this. What was that weird experience you just had? Did it involve your dog? Shaking, I pointed at the girl on the floor, but... Are they there anymore? There was no one there. I was standing in the middle of a hospital room, shaking and staring at the drawings of the sumo sticker design on the wall. My hand had numbly lowered and my smartphone was recording only my crotch. That crotch shot. Sedeka looked at me, worried.
あの女の子は
女の子って何？
今そこにいただろ
But there was no one in the direction I was pointing. Just eerie pictures in an empty room.
やだ！怖いこと言わないでよ。
じゃあ今のはただの妄想
Or maybe whoever had drawn the bloody pictures on the wall was already dead, but some trace of their spirit was bound into those paintings and trapped inside the room? No, that was way too paranormal for me. It was impossible. But I couldn't get the image of the crouching girl I thought I had seen out of my mind.
この絵行こうここは多分良くない
I took Sedeka's hand and slowly started to walk backwards. It felt like as if I made a sound, all of the eyes of the sumos drawn on the wall would open and stare at me. We made it back to the door and jumped out into the hallway. I could hear frantic voices down the hallway.
まずい
The hospital staff must have heard my scream. They probably thought something had happened to a patient. They were going to find us. Huh? Did I just hear a sound from the emergency exit? That's convenient. Sedeka jumped onto the door.
Huh?
どう？そっちは？異常なしです。何があったんでしょう？
I could faintly hear the voices of the nurses running back and forth across the hallway. Evidently, they hadn't found us. I could hear Sedeka take a sigh of relief in the darkness. I used the light from my phone to look around. We were on the lining of a staircase. This was probably the emergency stairs. Okay, I'm gonna take a really quick break, so like 2-3 minutes. I'll be back. Here we go. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Someone on Casting Call Club randomly messaged me a completely new account, asking for my Discord, went along with it. They added me basically instantly. They really liked one of my auditions and asked for some tips. Then said he talked with the project leader and I have a high chance of being chosen. Oh, that's nice. This is for like a potentially paid job. That'd be cool if it was. But I guess it doesn't have to be paid. if it's a really interesting project. Hi Katan, you sound similar to this other streamer I watch. You're not sisters, are you? I'm sure I sound like a lot of streamers. I've seen a few streamers out there that have similar voices. I mean, there's only so many voice ranges, I guess, you're gonna get, so you're inevitably gonna run into streamers that sound similar. No, I don't have a sister that streams. I do have a sister, but she doesn't stream. Was just super random for him to message me with an account with nothing on and be like, "Give my your dust card." It is paid. My first paid project, only about $5 I think, if I get it. That's still good. That's still pretty awesome. You can say it's your first paying gig. That's still a nice thing to say. Even if it is just $5. It's still $5 more than you would have had before doing the job. I am professional voice actor now. There you go. There you go. You're getting paid for your voice. So that'd be cool. Sadaka looked down, illuminating the stairs with her own phone. I kind of wondered about like if I would be good enough to like read things, but I don't know. I don't know. Some people say they like my voice, but that's just some people. Why was it open? I don't know.
非常口だからでしょ?
If they were keeping the automatic door locked, there was no way they wouldn't lock the emergency exit.
きっと閉め忘れだ.
Did they? Could we really get that lucky? And I was sure I'd heard a sound.
それより今はここから出ないと.
Sadaka pointed down the stairs. I used the light from my phone to look at the knob of the emergency door. Good. It was the type that opened from the inside. The other doors probably were too.
Okay.
You have a pretty nice voice, not gonna lie. I mean, only Poof and Faya want to hear me read in my streams. You have a nice voice though too. And you also have an accent on top of that. So you got like a twofer there. But I think it's beyond having a nice voice. You have to have like good enunciation and stuff for like more professional work. And I don't quite know if I'm really at that level yet, but that'd be pretty interesting to do, I think. I don't think I have much of an accent, to be honest. You have an accent. I mean, to me, you do, right? Oh, I'm horrible at enunciating. Enunciating. At? Well, I mean enunciation, not announcing. I don't even think that's a real word. Enunciating. I'm gonna use it now. Enunciating. I agree, which is why I'm here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I mean, that's kind of why I do these VNs. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Sadaka was probably thinking the same thing I was. Was that where the creator of the sumo stickers was kept? Or someone who had something to do with the case? But in the end, I had no answer. There was a whole wall of sumo sticker images drawn in someone's blood. That was the only information we had. Sadaka seemed to understand that as well because she didn't ask any more questions. I just announced everything. That's exactly what I meant. Okay. I unlocked the door and quietly opened it, then peered down the hallway beyond. Oh my god, this guy's frightening looking. I would be super scared of that. I ducked without even thinking. I placed my hand on the open door to support myself and then quickly yanked my body back inside towards the stairs. Why? Wait, who were those two? I remember them. They showed them sometime in the game. There was no mistaking it. Those were the two that Ito had noticed in the club room this morning. Sadaka stuck her head out just a little and saw them too. She dropped down. I put my hand over her mouth before she could finish. I know, so don't make any more noise. Why are they here? Was there some connection between them and the sumo stickers after all? I could hear footsteps, theirs. I couldn't move, they'd hear me. I froze and concentrated on what I was hearing. Good, they were heading further away. Oh no, not the vibration. Oh. Oh no, that's even worse when you drop it. No. Oh no. Enunciating then, if that's even how you will spell it. I think that is how you spell it. That's close enough. That enunciation. They were getting closer. Who were those two? What were they doing here? Maybe... What the killers are a fucking old man and like an old decrepit man and a little like middle school student. Oh right. Who'd ever suspect them? That's a killer combo. For a moment I felt incredibly cold, like my whole body had gotten smaller. The hand I was holding against the door was slippery with sweat. My breath was pounding, or my heart was pounding loudly and it hurt to breathe. No. Suddenly my frozen body was yanked upward. I stumbled and tripped and then was yanked up again. Oops, I missed that one about Seka. Back look. Just as Seka had kicked open some kind of door and dragged me through. I saw them pick up my phone. That was a lot of breathing. Wow, so tense. The tension comes from the fact that all you need to do is read and let the story go by itself. Well, I mean, there's the music and then the voice acting, you know. I collapsed right onto the ground. I wanted to catch my breath, but it wasn't working. My legs were shaking from exhaustion and my hands were shaking from the still lingering terror. There's a lot of bikes here. It was all I could do to muster a feeble nod. I had no idea why, but my hands shaking made me really mad. I slammed them into the asphalt. Damn it. How? What were they doing there? And now they had my smartphone. With all its data? Well, I guess that's why you lock your phones, you know? Just saying. It couldn't be a coincidence. There's so many choices that would... Wait, there's so many choices that would be good. Like earlier where the door was open and they ran to the ward. That would have been a good choice. And then right then, go back for the phone or not. I don't know. It would be nice to have. Oh, like a potential for choices? I don't know. Some of these visual novels have very few choices, like branching choices, so... the last one I did, Saya no Uta, I think that one only had like... I want to say 3 or 4 different choices. Oh my god, pee in girl's mouth or toilet, just an idea. What the negative and positive delusions aren't good enough for you? Not good enough for you? I mean, they don't really impact the story in any way, the delusions. At least I don't think so. Or it's possible they do. Like if you choose mostly negative or choose mostly positive, it might tweak the ending a little bit. I don't know. I didn't spoil anything about this game, so. Okay, I'm a nap and have you be my narrator commenter while I sleeping. Okay, I'm gonna fill your dreams with creepy weeaboo game. Okay. You should just scream and wake up every half hour. Okay. Okay. That sounds like fun. Okay. My breathing had calmed down. I needed to get my thoughts in order. The phone had a lock on it. They wouldn't be able to do anything with it immediately. There you go. There you go. See, I don't know why you're freaking out. It's got a lock on it. That would be mean. mean, who would it be mean to? I guess if you had people in your house and you were screaming and you were, disrupting their day, then yeah, that'd be kind of mean. It was clear that the sumo stickers were involved somehow in particular.
まだ事件が起こっていないのに、壁一面に貼られた歴史シールが引っかかるな。
Come to think of it, Kurusu said she was going to take down the security camera. What happened with that?
Taku.
Sadaka turned around, moving very slowly. What did that expression mean? Sadaka looked away from me for a moment, and then back as if afraid of something painful.
のんちゃんが刺された。
No, she was stabbed trying to get the camera down. What? No. Oof, that gulp though. Who's no? No. That's his pseudo sister, the orphan sister. So remember we were talking about brother complex? So Takuru is her so-called brother. They grew up. Oh, the little one? No. The older girl. The one they go to school together and everything. She's the blonde one. Not this one. This girl's name is Yui.
Takuru-ni-chan.
That's Yuto. So all these kids are orphans. And Kurusu is the girl that's like his pseudo sister because they grew up together without their parents. Iwi. Wait, why Iwi? Yui pointed towards the exam room in the back with a pained expression on her face. Damn it. So dramatic. What, again? Oh, Yui. Oh, okay. Very, very close. Yui. Yeah, it does sound very similar when you say it. Yui.
静かにしなさい。一応、病院なんだから。
There's no. She sounds okay. It's just a stab wound.
タクル。
何？
靴、脱ぎなさい。
ごめん。
I'd forgotten to take them off when I came in, so I quickly yanked them off my feet.
何？
いや、
I could see a bandage through the gaps in her pajamas.
ああ、これ？
Undressed for me? Why? Kurusu lifted up her shirt just a little to show me her stomach. It was wrapped in a thick bandage.
13針。大したことない。
Oh my god, 13 stitches? That doesn't sound like it's not bad. Like, a stab wound that results in 13 stitches? How big is that stab wound? How big was that knife? Eat the stitches. That sounds really bad.
お前!
I felt a dull pain in my face. I collapsed to the ground and then he grabbed me by the shirt and lifted me back up.
ざけんなよ! お前、何してんだよ!
ちょっと、川原くん。
探偵ごっこがなんか知らねえけど、余計なことしてるからこんなことになんだろうが。死んでてもおかしくなかったんだぞ。
川原くん。
He pushed me away violently. My face stung from the punch.
おう、青少年。世のビールはこれか。
はい。他にもいろいろ入っているそうです。
すまないな。
Drunk old bum.
ゲンさん、ありがとうございました。川原くん、それ、ゲンさんの家まで運ぶのを手伝ってもらえる？
As I got punched, I realized that hurt.
いや、でも。
お願い。
わかったよ。
Oops, I missed that.
Taku!
Something about Kawahara glaring at me. Kawahara glared at me for a minute, then picked up the cardboard box and left. There you go.
Gen-san.
Why is the Mad Hatter in this game? He's a bum. This is one of Takuru's like probably better friends in the game is this bum. He hooked him up with the trailer home too. And sells him information.
嬢ちゃん、養生しろよ。
はい。ゲンさんも。
I bet you there's gonna be like a plot twist with Gen, like he knew everything all along. He really likes bums. What a lad, am I right?
相変わらずひょう
Bums.
ひょうとしてる人ね。
どうして。いや、その、何があったんだ。大丈夫なのか。
Kurusu's hand slowly stretched down to the wound on her stomach.
助けられたの。通りかかったゲンさんに。刺したやつを取り押さえてくれた。あなたが仕掛けたカメラ、正確には伊藤くん？
それは。
まあいいね。とにかくカメラを外している時に妙なやつに声をかけられたの。聖なる結界の場所でどうしたこうした。意味がわからなかったけど。
Yeah. No, wait, so Kurusu got stabbed? Yes. So this person who's speaking right now, the girl, her name is Nono Kurusu. So he usually calls her Kurusu because that's her last name, but Nono is her first name.
それでいきなり詰め寄られて。
So yes, she just got stabbed. And that's why he was like all traumatized when his other friend Serika told him that Nono got stabbed. And so he ran home, or his old home anyway. Apparently he moved out of this home 6 months ago. And stabbed her?
まったくどこで売ってるのかしらね。ああいうナイフって。
Her voice was far more cheerful than I expected it to be. For some reason, that made everything suddenly seem real. Kurusu had really been stabbed. Well, I was like, so Nono got stabbed as well? Oh, you thought that Nono and Kurusu was two different people? No, she's just faking it. All 13 stitches and bandages and all.
それでどうなったんだよ。
殴って逃げたに決まってるでしょ。そこにゲンさんが通りかかって取り押さえて、で110番。
110番。I guess that's the equivalent of 911.
タクル？
傷は大丈夫なのか。
That's good to know that the 911 equivalent is 110 in Japan. So if you're in Japan, it's 110.
脇腹を軽く削ぐような傷だから内臓は無事。大丈夫。
It took off a bit of the side of my stomach? What? Like what did they do? Like sliced her stomach? I got stabbed in the stomach, so I karate kicked them and then sprinted away like Usain Bolt. That Usain Bolt.
おや、宮代くん。
Also, I'm gonna have to stop.
久しぶりだな。
I'm gonna have to call the stream in a few more minutes. I'm just trying to look for a good stopping point, like near like a chapter end or something here. Which actually maybe I should save. Whatever. I'll save in a bit. Because I have an appointment coming up at 12:30, and that's gonna be in like 20-ish minutes. Jeez, do you just hate us, kitten? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 48 minutes. So I mean this stream might not have happened. I actually thought about that. I was like, I have an appointment. I totally forgot about it because normally I would stream until like 2 o'clock. But I was like, nah, I'll just squeeze in a shorter stream today. I know it's nothing. But I was like, something is better than nothing completely. You know? And then I thought maybe later tonight, if I'm really feeling up to it, I'll do another one. Strum your appointment? No. Just no.
玄ちゃんと川原少年はどうした？
帰ってもらったの。
例のお土産は？
渡しました。川原くんに頼んだから。
I see. Dad scratched his head. It really had been a while since I'd seen his face, not since I'd left the dorm.
佐久間さん、私はこれで。
ああ、そうでしたね。この度はののがすいませんでした。
いいえ、クルス君にはいつもお世話になっているので。じゃあクルス君、お大事にね。
ありがとうございます。ご迷惑おかけしました。
Yeah, I'm sorry for the trouble I caused when I got stabbed in the stomach. Yes, doctor, my anal glands have been feeling well. What the hell? Why are we talking about anal glands?
宮代君もいるならちょうどいいか。
The teacher turned around and scratched his head the same way my dad did.
ちょっと言いづらいんだけど、それに君たちが完全に悪いってわけでもないんだけど、おそらく新聞部は活動を自粛してもらうことになると思う。こんなことが起きちゃった以上は。
No, not the newspaper club. I nodded weakly. It didn't seem like there was anything else I could do.
まあね、これもいい教訓だと思って。いや、失礼かな。つまりね。
Wait, why did they have to shut down the newspaper club just because someone got stabbed? You were the one that brought it up. I didn't bring up anything. I said an appointment, but I didn't say what kind of appointment it was.
先生。
I never said anything about a doctor.
はい。
お疲れ様でした。
Kurusu made a motion to shoo him away.
はい。
Awkward. Yeah, well, I sensed it. Okay, I'll just leave it to your imagination. It's more fun that way, right? Kurusu suddenly sighed.
疲れた。
You and me both, Kurusu.
お前、教師からも怖がられてんのか。
違います。あの先生はいつもあんな感じなの。父さん、やっぱり上で休む。
大丈夫か？明日の診察までは寝てていいぞ。
痛み少しだけど引いてきたから。自分のベッドの方が楽。
運ばれた病院で薬何もらったんだ？
ファロとロキ。少し多めに飲んだの。あげませんからね。
I don't know what those are.
バカか。タグ。もし熱が出たらすぐ言えよ。
I'm guessing painkillers of sorts. Kurusu slowly got up. I could see her holding herself up with her hands to avoid putting pressure on her stomach.
クルス、ごめん。
タクル、あなた今日泊まっていきなさい。
I knew her wounds had to hurt, but she was acting completely normal. That just made me feel even more depressed. I said yes in a voice so small, even I could barely hear it.
大丈夫よ。そんなにじっと見てなくても。
いや。
She seemed fine. It made me sad. Well, it was more like she's acting more calmly than she normally would. Like normally she has a bit of a temper and kind of like would be more more outspoken rather than very calm about it. So when she's calm, it's like, oh. Let's see. Kurusu slowly laid down on her bed. Okay. I told her it would help her get up to the third floor, but she'd said it would just make it harder for her to walk. At least I could bring the blanket all the way up to her shoulders.
ありがとう。やっぱり違和感あるわね。 看病される側って慣れてないの。あ、ちゃんと冷やしときなさいよ。
I said I could undress her as well. For some reason, she said no. Kurusu pointed to my cheek. She must have been talking about where Kawahara had hit me.
こんな時まで他人の心配するなよ。
And it was my fault that this had happened.
あなたね、言っておくけど。
Kurusu tried to raise her head up, but her wound must have hurt her because she grimaced and laid back down.
あなたのせいじゃないからね。刺されたのはあくまで私の責任。
I just realized that the bear's ear says no, no. That's kind of cute. No, no.
でも僕がカメラなんて仕掛けなければ。
それは確かに褒められたことじゃないけど、でも予想できたことじゃないでしょ。
That was true, but...
ああ、カメラは返しておく。ユイがその辺に置いてくれてない？
I looked around the room and saw that there was a paper bag on the desk. The camera I'd had Uto set up was inside. There was some damage on a corner. It must have been dropped when she was stabbed.
どんなやつだったんだよ、その犯人。
暗くてよく見えなかったけど、2、30歳くらいの男。ごめん、電気消してくれる？仰向けに寝てると眩しい。
ああ。
I turned off the lights. Kurusu sighed to calm herself down.
ゲンさんに取り押さえられて、警官が来るまでわめき散らしてた。俺のネットの継承に気づかないお前たちごときが、とか。犠牲者の聖なる使いの俺に触れるな、とかね。
I suddenly realized that reminded me of something. It was the same with that stuff about a barrier that Kurusu was saying downstairs. Could he be...
あのページの管理人？
詳しくは、明日警察の人が来て、いくつか聞くことがあるって言ってたから、その時わかるとは思うけど。
It felt like her voice was shaking a little.
クルス？
なんでもない。大丈夫。
It was too dark to see clearly, but I could tell that she had her hand on her face. I finally realized that she was holding back tears. I swore at myself. Of course she was, damn it. She'd been stabbed in the stomach. Of course she was scared. Neither of us said anything for a while. I couldn't bring myself to say another word. Nothing I said would be right, and it felt like it would hurt her. I couldn't see her face. I didn't know if she was crying, but even if she wasn't crying, she may as well have been.
Takuru?
I don't know how long I was silent. My eyes had finally gotten used to the dark by the time she whispered.
言うとね、ラブレターもらったんですって。今野さん、覚えてる？
I didn't. I tried to remember, but maybe she wasn't expecting an answer.
5年生の時から同じクラスの。一度、優斗が休んだ時にプリントを持ってきてくれたメガネをかけた子。それをクラスの男の子にからかわれたらしくて。それでユイが。
And then she started to go on in a quiet voice. She told me that Dad had been busy lately, that he was being as obnoxious as ever, that she'd ordered him to stop drinking for a week today, that Yui was still afraid of men, but that she'd made friends with a boy in her class, that Yuta wasn't getting any taller. He said it didn't bother him, but it obviously did, that the air conditioner in the living room wasn't working well, and she and Yui had cut Dad's allowance to buy a new one, that the two of them were saving up their own allowance too, that the old woman who was a regular at Alba Clinic, the one who'd taught Kurusu how to sew, wasn't doing so well lately, that she'd mixed up a clothes hanger with a clothespin and one of the patients had laughed at her. I listened to her for a long time, only speaking occasionally. Her voice gradually got softer, and eventually I realized that she was talking in her sleep. Then I realized something. Kurusu was telling me everything that had happened here in the half year I'd been gone. what had happened at home, what Dad and Yui and Yuta had been up to. She'd been saying all this because she wanted me to know.
それでね。
Zzz. Sleep, sleep. As I waited for her to finish her sentence, I could hear her soft breathing. She'd fallen asleep. I slowly stood up, careful not to make a sound. I adjusted the blanket over her once more and went to leave.
事件を追うのは。
She was probably talking in her sleep. I heard the rest as I left the room, and I understood what she was saying all too well. My room hadn't changed at all since I'd left half a year ago. Alright, I think this is probably a good stopping point. Oh, don't leave the game. I gotta save it. I haven't saved it yet. Save. There we go. I guess we'll go on the new page. There we go. Okay. Let's look for somebody to raid real quick here. Do I have time to raid? I got some time to raid. The person who made the paid project just messaged me complimenting me. He wanted me to audition for another role, but the person who messaged me earlier also wanted to go for that, so I turned it down. I really want the role, but I feel bad if I just take it from them. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, man. And good luck with the roles that you've got going on. Okay, who is here? Who is streaming? We have another dead hero with a talk show of sorts. I don't know what he's talking about, but we'll just say hi. We'll go over and say hi. Since no one else is really streaming right now that I know. So why not? Alrighty, and thank you to everyone who hung out with me today for more Weeaboo murder mystery game. Maybe I will play some more tomorrow of this, and possibly I might stream tonight if I'm feeling up to it, and that'll more likely be Dying Light or something. But yeah. Thank you again to everybody, and hope you guys all have a good afternoon, and I will see you guys in the next stream.